Hey, SBG solution-based gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, manosphere, and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, hype him up. Shouts out, Sharoon, Bracy, and the wildest. Wake up morning, show salute, big dog, shout out to the lure. PH, give a salute, Brownsville, SBG solution-based gang.
Let's go. Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? Good day to you, Jordan. How you feeling, Miss Corinne Mackey? Always showing me love. Thank you so much. How are we doing today? You know how we like to start our show. We like to start it with great, productive energy. So when I say good day to you, make sure you say it back. Because I can feel that great, productive energy through the screen. Yes, I can. Good day, CJ. How you feeling today? Man, oh man. People have been sending me this clip, this video, and they said, Sharon, we told you the manosphere, they do hold men accountable. So I was like, word? That is awesome to hear all of these brothers change their remedial rhetoric. What's up, Freedom? What's up, Southern Charm? I was like, that's awesome. I was like, I gotta review that the Black manosphere is finally holding other Black men accountable. So I know it's about time, because there's too much nonsense going on in the world today. Shout out to CJC, said it is beautiful over here in the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. It's about time that they change. What up, Peasy? It's about time they change their remedial rhetoric and start being fruitful and having honest conversations, holding the right person, and stop giving people excuses. Because for far too long, the things that I noticed was excuses. Everybody was mad at me. They form up like Voltron against me to beat me up and say, Sharon, you be doing now. We have the Black manosphere holding that Black man accountable. Of course. Look at this Black man trying to hold another Black man down. What'd I do to you, Black? I ain't do nothing but speak my mind. That's all I did. All I did was have the audacity to speak how I see things, to speak how I feel about things, to speak the way how I think about things, in the way how I see them, in the way how I'm seeing how things progress, or lack thereof progression. But for whatever reason, they want to try to fight me about it. Even though out of all the things I ever said, one thing that they call me everything but a child of God, but one thing they ain't never say is that Sharon be lying. Hashtag, put it in the goddamn chat. SNL, Sharon never lies. Now, hopefully we'll get the manosphere to not lie today. Good day, be sneezy. Hopefully we'll get them to not lie today. Shout out to Pierce. Shout out to Kimfolk. I love you too. What up, ATO? I don't know. Even my beautiful ladies want to fight me sometimes. I don't know why. Maybe it's enjoyable. You know what I'm saying, Shiesty Bum? Maybe it's just enjoyable. Look at Paris. He just want to start a fight for no reason. I ain't talking about nothing abstract today. Shout out to all of you. Make sure y'all all every last one of y'all hit the like button. Every last one of you. We ain't playing no games. We ain't trying to play no games today. We ain't waiting around. We're going to get it together. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So should I start with what I got on my mind? You know what? We're going to go to the video. Because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, Rosie? I don't want them to say that I'm painting any narrative because they say I'm a narrative. You know, I am good with the brush, but they say I'm a narrative painter. Good day, T-Road. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to let them say what they say, and then I'm going to respond. Hey, that's what it is. So I see what you want me to do about it. That's what they named it. They named it the man's table. I'm just calling what it is. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing, Rosie. I'm just calling things straight down. What? How do I'm calling balls and strikes? Ayo. Pause. I don't paint no narratives, ATM, so I don't know what you talking about. So the video that we are reviewing today is from Ask a Brother podcast. He has some of the greatest manosphere people there, Chicago Relic. So I know these four gentlemen are going to hold men accountable today. So we got Ask a Brother podcast. I know he's going to hold brothers accountable. We got Darwin, aka Bruiser. I know he's going to hold men accountable. We got Dave the Bully Anderson. I know I know he's going to hold men accountable. And then the man of them all, the one who started, he's one of the three people that started this whole Black Manosphere, Mumia Obsidian Ali. I know for a fact he's going to hold these men accountable. Sub Love Wisdom. Chicago Real, I know he is. Look at Period's crazy ass. Let me go pull up the video. What's up, Don? It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Nothing off the top. What up? Let's see. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me get rid of that part. All right. Let's review.
Definitely something people in the comments, and it's been trending for a little while, especially over the month of April. The amount of victims, women specifically, Black women at that's we've seen that's been allegedly or actually killed as a result of some type of form of domestic violence is that.
Okay, I like how it is starting already. He's stating some factual stuff, right? He's saying that in the month of April, some things been going on with our beautiful Black sisters. And they've been getting deleted. They've been getting some domestic violence going on against them. So far, so good. They are focusing it in the right direction at this moment. They are going in the right direction at this moment. They are doing the stats. They're saying what is happening to our beautiful Black women. No, Shiesty, he's saying this is the things that, hey, the truth is the truth. These are things that is happening to our beautiful Black women. They are being DV'd at the highest level. They being deleted in these DV cases. So he's starting off there, Shiesty. He's going to hold these men accountable. I know it because there's no way. It is absolutely no way they can't. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, Shiesty. Let's go.
Staggering, right? So, you know, our particular topic I think that we're going to focus on today is kind of what's probably going on. A lot of our initial thoughts, reactions, and then, of course, we'll segue into just some of the specifics as well as to, I think, you know, what is it that we can do, if anything at all. For starters, and again, you guys are more than welcome to kind of do popcorn style with, I guess, just kind of throwing out your initial thoughts and reactions.
We'll see.
What I'll say is this: a lot of times we get caught up in the sensationalism, and it seems like it is an epidemic. But my whole thing is one life lost is one too many. I also think that a lot of times we got to stop championing nonsensical BS in the media, whether that is social, traditional, mainstream, or streaming. And when you're championing these type of quote unquote exciting men, that's what you get. Women who are bored with their husbands very rarely are getting these types of.
Hold on, I missed something. Hold on, I must have missed something.
Yeah, whether that is social, traditional, mainstream, or streaming. And when you're championing these type of.
Hold on, what is going on?
But my whole thing is one life lost is one too many.
Okay.
I also think that a lot of times we got to stop championing nonsensical BS in the media, whether that is social, traditional, mainstream, or streaming.
Okay.
And when you're championing these type of quote unquote exciting men, that's what you get. Women who are bored with their husbands very rarely are getting these types of problems happening. Not saying it doesn't happen, but what I'm saying is if somebody's crazy and crazy to you equals excitement.
What?
There's only so far I'm going to go when it comes to what I'm willing to tolerate. And when you're willing to tolerate crazy because you want a thrill as opposed to making sure you don't have to look over your shoulder, or that's just how they show they love, that's wild to me. But also, and
that's wild to me that already. I guess Shicey was right. So now the woman should choose better because she's chosen somebody that is crazy. That's how Dave wants to start this conversation. He wants to start the conversation saying that women choose crazy men. I thought this was a conversation about this man going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This is insane. Venus, you might be 100% correct. Wow.
And on this, we have to get back to consequences from a community standpoint.
Okay, let's go.
I think there's not enough of that happening. I think the pull-up team needs to be reenacted.
Okay.
And reactivated. I think we need some drop squads in this situation, and we got to start.
So let me get this straight. You saying that women are choosing the crazy people, and she had signs that this person was crazy. However, what we need to do is find a drop squad of human beings, I'm assuming men, that is going to hold men like this accountable. What kind of men are we talking about? Are you the kind of man that's going to pull a trigger or whatever it is that needs to be done to hold this man accountable? I don't maybe I should let him communicate a little longer. Because first, one hand he's saying don't choose men that are crazy, and on the other hand he said we should hire the crazy man to handle this in-house. That is crazy talk.
Art shaming folks who are out here acting like knuckleheads and making sure we're defending our women from all enemies. We have no problem talking about what the white man does, but when it comes to us, we got an issue. And for me, I think that's the plague in our community that we do not talk about enough, because we just say, well, that's my business. That's not my business. I ain't with that.
I will say, when I first saw this specific story on the thumbnail, it was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
It was sad because there's so many innocent people involved, kids. When it's come to kids, man, it's really, I mean, words can't really explain the feelings behind that, man. It's just tough, because it actually hits harder when you have kids yourself. And you go down in your living room and you pick up your kids and look at them and you're like, damn, that's very, very devastating and dramatic.
Hold on, I don't understand what is. It is difficult to say that this man is a POS. It is difficult to say that men like this need to be left in the dirt. Is it really difficult to say a man like this is disgusting, dishonorable? A man like this is not the type that is thinking about protecting his family. What is so difficult about shunning this goddamn man that did something horrific? I am highly confused. What is the difficultness of holding this goddamn men and men that act like him accountable? There's plenty of them out there that we can hold accountable. So this way men can understand this is not acceptable. Didn't Dave just say we need to have a goddamn team of people that go and handle these kind of men? And then now we got a panel full of men that are scared to handle these men with words? Oh my God. Good day to you, Jazz. This is crazy to me already. I cannot believe my goddamn ears. What you mean is difficult? This should be the easiest. This is the easiest layup ever.
But the thing that really crept up on me is, it's like you defenseless. Your mind goes defenseless because you don't know, okay, how do we get in front of this? Were there any signs? Was it anything, any indicators that will allow you to prevent something as egregious as this? And then when you think about it, you really don't even know. And the story is so fresh and hot, you really don't have enough information to go off to be even to figure out if there was any indicators or any signs that allow you to be like,
I don't know. We could go with the Divas list. How about that? We could just start with Divas list, because clearly it doesn't miss. He got the dead eyes. He got the messed up name. Man. I thought I cannot believe this is the first 15 minutes of this video. I can't believe what I am hearing. This is insane. I don't understand how some corners of the internet talk about male leadership like it's a superhero cape, but the moment a man does something violent, suddenly everybody's a goddamn philosopher. Nah, hold on, brother. We don't know. We don't need to know all that goddamn full context and all that other shit. Context for what? What we need context for? We got a real case of tragedy. Horrifying cases. This is not just one. That's crazy, Jazz. That's crazy. I'll be opening the chat. You let me know any of my ladies want to come up here and join me. You already know. All you gotta do is say the word. This is crazy to me. Like, men committed violence against their own families. A man in Louisiana killing his children because his wife wanted a divorce. Do I got that wrong? A public official ended his life and his wife's life, And instead of saying this is evil, this is unacceptable, they start doing this Olympic level mental gymnastics. They find some way to blame the woman, to blame the wife. They'll blame feminism. I'm pretty sure they'll blame astrology if you would allow them. They'll blame all these other things before they'll blame the man. It's like accountability is a kryptonite. And then you got, then I seen this other story. You got someone like Russell Brand, a man that he was having relations with a 16-year-old when he was 30. Then we have some stupid manosphere dude say, well, in some countries, shit, boy. Stop right there. When you start one of these sentences with technically in another country and all this other nonsense, you already know you defended something you shouldn't. I'm surprised we didn't get to the goddamn all the talking points to create this environment, right? They already started the ones that don't say violence is okay, but they sure don't discourage it. We already hear it starting to lean towards that way. Men are the real victims. This one right here is the foundation. Men are the victims. That is the foundation. I can't believe what I'm hearing. If men are always the victims, then anything they do is reaction. It's not a choice. It's not a crime. It's a reaction. And that's how some people defend the indefensible. Next thing you know, they're going to be talking about women push men to the edge. That's the classic. She drove him crazy. She emasculated him. She disrespected him. It's all the same script every time. It's like they got a goddamn Google Doc. What's the next one? Men need control to feel like men. This is the dangerous one. Because if you teach men that control equals masculinity, then losing controls feels like losing manhood. Clip that. And that's when some men choose violence, not because they are men, not because they were taught that domination is the only way to be one. And for some reason, Jazz, I don't know, like accountability to them is shaming. Tell a man he's wrong, you shame him. Tell a man he hurt someone, you attacking masculinity. Tell a man he committed a crime, well, we need to hear his side. I'm sorry, fellas, but accountability is not shaming. Accountability is adulthood. And I'm watching these Mansfield dudes talk about this Louisiana case like it's like a goddamn, I don't know, like some goddamn Marvel movie. We don't really know his side. What she said to him, that's the only thing that's missing. There is nothing she could have done, nothing she could have said that justifies what this man did. Nothing. Commit a crime? No, nothing. Right? We also we also know it's not just this man, right? We also got the lieutenant governor case. We understand that case is right. Well, marriage is stressful, yeah. So is traffic, mother. Got to make me curse my own damn show. You don't see people driving down the highway taking hostages because someone cut them off. Oh, man. And then we got this whole Russell Brand thing. I couldn't even watch it. I watched 2 seconds of it and I had to turn it off. I couldn't even watch it. He said he slept with a goddamn 16-year-old while he was 30. This is insane to me. And then they want to keep telling us that these men ain't dangerous. It was just a young girl in New York City, 15 years old, walking to school. And some young dude, 14, tried to holler at her. And trying to communicate with her and talk with her. And she's like, no, I'm okay. I'm going to school. Instead of letting the young lady walk by, you know what this dude did? He picked up and slammed on her head and gave her a goddamn concussion because she was trying to go to school and walk past him. And see, this is the problem. We got people like the empirics talking about the age of, man, these is something wrong mentally with these manosphere dudes. They with this technically stuff. Well, technically, shut your technically ass up. No, technically, if you need a calculator, you know, and a legal dictionary to justify your dating choices, you already wrong, bro. Right there, and then we always hear listen, if you need a calculator and a map for your dating situations, hey, you have an issue, bro. And the manosphere, they talk a lot about discipline, leadership, strength, responsibility, but when it comes to violent men, suddenly all of that disappears. Where's the discipline? Where's the leadership? Where's the responsibility? You can't preach men should lead and then refuse to hold men accountable when they harm the people they're supposed to protect. That's not leadership. That's PR. And the truth is, violence doesn't come from masculinity. It comes from entitlement. It comes from insecurity. It comes from a culture that tells some men that you're owed obedience, you owed loyalty, you owed control. And when they don't get it, they break. Not because they're men, but because they were taught the wrong definition of manhood. So when the manosphere says we're trying to help men, I'm like, help them do what? Be better or avoid accountability? Because if you want to help men, teach emotional regulation, teach conflict resolution. Let me drink some damn water. It's crazy to me. Man. What up, Shadow? Teach some goddamn empathy. Teach responsibility. Teach that love is not ownership. Teach that leadership is service, not domination. But if you are teaching men that women are the enemy, accountability is oppression. and control is rights, then you're not helping men. You're manufacturing problems. And the world is tired of cleaning up the goddamn mess. It's insane. We should have way more super chats, way more likes than this, way more shares than this. Shout out to the Chicago Real Defiers. All black men need therapy. Salute to that. Shout out to Miss Corinne Mackey with the $4.99. Thanks always. Put that crown on. Thank you so much, Miss Corinne. Shout out to Titan Wise. Ni hao, Bracy. Ni hao, ma. Let me see where we are with the likes. Let me see. This is insane. That's insane. We need more likes, goddammit. Ladies and gentlemen, we need more likes. If you have not hit the like button, it's a good possibility that you forgot. My bad, SD. I can't chill out today. These brothers is wilding. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Please and thank you. It's crazy. That's crazy. We only got 30 likes. Y'all tripping. We only got 30 likes. Too strong for life. This is crazy. What up, Reese? I'm sorry I went on my little rant. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I went on a little rant. My bad. I know I'll be, it just bothered me from what I was hearing from these brothers just now. It really kind of bothered me a little bit. My brothers had a perfect opportunity to hold this was an easy layup to hold a man accountable. This was a layup. You should easily be able to talk about this man and how degenerate and how disgusting he is and how men need to step their game up that act like this. But what did you do?
Like, you know what? We need to stop. We need to get in front of this. We need to do something. And I just didn't see that, but maybe y'all did. But that's what, like I said, I'm a problem solver. My first thing on my mind is to jump into, okay, where did we drop the ball? Where did we go wrong?
Well, where you drop the ball is that you are not willing to hold men accountable. That's the first place in this moment right now. And just speak the truth about all these men in the past few times, in this past month, that's been dropping, y'all been dropping the ball because you are afraid to tell the truth. And you want to blame it on something else other than what we are talking about. We're talking about a degenerate man, a violent man, a disgusting man. He is not defendable.
We allow this to happen? Is it even safe to say that we even allowed it to happen? You get what I'm saying? Because I know some things are just out of your control. Like, you just never see it coming. And that's the shocker. You would think.
Right. So, and that's another problem I got. They saying because we never see it coming. So what about the men that do see it coming from a mile away? What about them? Why you don't believe them when they say, hey, look, this dude is something wrong, something off with him. He keep having tantrums. He act like a little kid. He act like a little boy. He don't have no emotional rate. Why y'all keep saying, nah, he be okay? No, he ain't. Something wrong with him. Y'all speak to them all the time on these goddamn panels. Y'all allow them to say things that is violent towards women and never check them, ever. It's a problem. What you mean?
Something like this is something that you can get in front of. How do we move forward and knowing that we cannot get in front of these things if that is the case? That's scary.
Yeah. What about you, Ali?
That's scary. Shout out to this. I think you may be in too deep and may need a break. I cannot take a break. I tried it yesterday. If I take a break, then y'all just allow this nonsense to go along with no correction whatsoever. Yes, because it enrages me. And it is okay for me to be a man with goddamn emotions. I ain't going to, well, if I do explode, it ain't going to be in a way how these other degenerate men are. I'll tell you that. It's insane.
Yeah, obviously.
And obviously, this is a man, Mumia Obsidian Ali. People send me emails of what this man has said about women, especially about black women. He said black women need to be in a pool of blood if they talking back. So he's one of the men that pushes out this goddamn remedial rhetoric when men feel entitled. We got men, we got stupid men saying dumb things.
I referred to this month, and you still have another week and a day or so to go. Bloody April. And
you saying bloody, but you were one of the people that was promoting. You was one of the men that's promoting put blood in their mouth, let her lay in the pool of blood. You one of the people that was promoting violence against women.
It's I mean the events of over the weekend in Shreveport it's like just when you think you've seen the outer edge of depravity, then you see something like that. So obviously horrific. Obviously such wanton violence has no place in a civilized society. Obviously our condolences and thoughts go out to those who have been affected. That all goes without saying, I would like to think. Well, one thing that really has vexed me in the aftermath, and I was hoping against hope that this wouldn't happen. Unfortunately, it has. The Black manosphere has now been blamed
as it
for
should.
These events.
As it should.
The Cut magazine, which is part and parcel of the New Yorker, has gone on record in blaming the manosphere.
As it should.
Lipstick Alley.
Okay, never heard
which
of it.
is long been a den of gossip website, has blamed the Black manosphere. And there have been other voices who have tagged us, tried to pin the tail on the donkey, so to speak, for all of this. Right. So I was compelled to respond.
Okay, so respond.
And first I started on my Patreon. I then took and reposted that over to the Black Manosphere website. I'm going to put the link in the private chat, and
he's
I would deeply appreciate it, Jeff, if you and your team could disseminate this, so the facts get out. There are very important facts that need to be brought to the forefront on this, and there are things that that we can learn from this for
Okay.
everybody.
Like what?
So I'll put that link in the chat room momentarily.
Thank you for promoting.
And
that.
everybody can read it for themselves.
I gotta
Please
get
avail
better
yourself
at
of the
promoting. Good
resources
job.
that I cite there. It's kind of ironic
What's
because
ironic?
the Black manosphere has been talking about this for many, many years. I've been doing this now for 11 years.
Okay, what you been doing?
We were talking about this from almost day one. And we were not treated very well by the broader Black general public. And for us
What you mean?
to be doing that for so long and now be blamed for the actions that have taken place that we were attempting to warn people about
doing what
is really some extraordinarily nasty work. So
I'm guessing the video that people were sending me that you were saying that, yeah, you should put your hands on a woman if she's out of control. I guess the video that was sent to me when you said that a woman should be laying in a pool of blood if she's out of order to her husband. Like, what do we? I guess if you just wait long enough, you know what I'm saying? You charismatic enough and you wait long enough. The same man that promoted some very negative, violent talks towards women can now act as if he never said anything violent towards women. You can hit the link, my brother. The link is there. Right, because I do not pander to men. I'm not going to go on a panel when we're supposed to be talking about violent men and then give violent men an excuse to be violent. He's got a point of view. You can hit the link. What did he say? Sharon, there's a very clear reason you aren't actually brought on panels. That's because I don't panel, I don't pander, I don't kiss ass. I don't hold other men nutsacks. I don't cape for other men just because they are a man or because they are a male. What has anyone, because I'm guessing you're saying on this panel they are so intellectually above me. What have they said that was so intellectually? Matter of fact, in my little brief rant, what did you disagree with in my rant? You say I stay on nonsense. What nonsense have I said today? Please show me what I said that was nonsensical today. But the link is there. The link is there. Hit the link. My last two shows was about women. I want to know what is it that they intellectually saying that makes sense. This man deleted 8 of his own. What are they saying that's intellectually? I don't understand. Maybe he needs some time to hit the link. Maybe he can't see the link. Because for some reason he started talking about money when this conversation had nothing to do with money. And hey.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate all of you so far. And if everybody that's currently watching, if you could, definitely send it to every man you know and every woman you know. We're going to try to cover our bases in the time frame that we can. Of course, we won't make everybody happy with how we cover it. But I've definitely been thinking about this for a long time, both professionally and personally. Even as a child, I've been exposed to it. I've known about it, learned about things as I got older. took domestic violence course for my graduate program. And one of my very first cases was actually a domestic violence case, believe it or not, fresh out of college, strangely enough. But preparing for this conversation, I realized I think that there's going to be 3 types of people that's going to watch and engage in this type of conversation. The first type of person or people are going to be those that want us over the course of this entire conversation to focus exclusively on men.
Because that is the perpetrator. We should focus on who is doing the crime at the moment. Yeah, so the one in Tanzania, I wonder what that was. The one in Louisiana, I wonder what that was. The lieutenant governor, I wonder what that was. So yeah, we should focus on the person that is doing the goddamn crime. Yes, we should focus on the person that is doing the goddamn crime. So I do not understand why I don't understand why his ghetto point of view would come in my chat acting as if he don't understand what the conversation is. Why you not having a conversation about what is being communicated versus you want to talk about something else? Now you want to bring in Cynthia G and what baby she might and might not have. What Cynthia G got to do with this conversation? Talk about the topic. And if you want, we could debate on the topic. I don't give a damn about your feelings. I don't give a damn about what you think. We are going to talk about the facts of the topic. For some reason, a lot of you men cannot have a conversation about facts about a topic. It's crazy. I don't know what y'all scared of. There's 140 people here. This is insane to me. I do not understand it for the life of me. Did it work? Good day, Supreme Goddess PhD. But how you doing today?
Wonderful, sir. Good day.
What's wrong with them?
You knew they wasn't gonna spend the whole time talking about men. They have to bring women into, the conversation. They can't be, the only wrongdoers.
That is insane. Like, this one's supposed to be a layup. This is the easiest one. Every man known in this world that is not too stupid should easily pick this man apart, and anybody that acts like this man. Any man that got those dead eyes, any man that has a wicked name like Shamar. Like, this is supposed to be easy. Felonies, like, this is supposed to be a layup.
The interesting thing, though, is men will push back against the list, right? Even though they will say, because I always start by asking them, okay, well, you tell the women how they can identify, who these men are. Because I'm sure at some point when they talk about women, they're going to talk about how we need to make better choices in men. But whenever we pose the question, okay, you're a man, so you know how men move, on an intimate level better than we do. Tell us how to identify these people, or what should we look for? And when you ask them that, they always say, oh, well, you really can't tell. Okay. But then when I say, well, you actually can tell, and look at these things right here, that's a problem.
And I don't understand. They always keep trying to blame the woman for choosing. It is oh, look, right on time. Look, go ahead, Diva. Right on time.
All right. Kong, $10. Hey, ladies, quick solution. Make better decisions. You will have to live with the outcome of those decisions. But remember, you don't need a man, and needs are higher priority than wants. Best of luck.
Crazy.
Right. And think that they can somehow shame me for being, as far as they know, unattached to a man. You can't do that. Right. Conversations with MJ, $10. Good day, Sharon. I've been MIA for a minute. Laugh out loud. Still hiding out in Shaolin. Good to see you. I'm in the clouds for now.
Thank you, beautiful. It's just crazy to me. And then they keep trying to act like I'm doing something by telling the truth about like degenerate men. That's the weirdest part to me. That's the part I really don't get. It's like, where did I lie about? Shit is weird. I thought I was gonna be able to stay on women for the whole week, Diva.
You should have known that one.
Think about men, talk about men, focus on not just the men who did it, but also the men who didn't, what men could have done, what men could have done differently, what's wrong with men, are all men like this? They just want the attention to be just on the men.
Mm-hmm. Like, and why should we have the attention on women at all? If we could go instant after instance after instance after instance of men doing this thing in the month of April alone.
Especially since if women say, okay, this is out of hand, you all can't tell us how to identify it. You telling us we clearly don't know how to identify it. So now let us just stay away from all of y'all. Then they say, oh, well, we men, we bigger and stronger than y'all. So if y'all did that, we could just come and force you to do whatever we want, right? So there's never anything that a woman can do. It's always about, they're going to have to be the ones to make sure this doesn't happen. And maybe it's because, black men hear a lot of negative stuff about themselves, right? They get a lot of negative messages about themselves, just, all day, every day, inundated. And so maybe it's an attempt to, well, shit, let's not talk about us for once. Let's talk about somebody else, other folks out here doing something wrong. Look at this evil black woman,
That's scary.
Yeah. Well, they ain't the brightest, bulbs in the pack. So, Kong, Kong, $5. It's crazy. You need a man's advice, but you don't need a man. Actually, I don't need a man's advice. I already got the list. I know who, I can spot you demons from a mile away. Demon.
There's going to be a group of people who are also going to want us to do the opposite. They're going to want us to deflect. They're going to want us to put the attention primarily not on men, but back on women, and maybe just focus exclusively on the types of women, the types of men that women are choosing, and do some variation or version, I think, of victim blaming. So there's, victim blaming, victim shaming. And then I think there's going to be a minority of people that's going to look for us to probably be able to look at both what men are doing and women are doing that's finding themselves in these types of situations. What are preventative measures? What are crisis intervention measures? And what are some warning signs that both sexes can reevaluate and look at in general and in our own individual lives about how potentially things can escalate and get to this point. I saw Conscious Lee and other commentators jumping on the wave, and I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can. I actually wrote it down to make sure I don't.
What was that word?
Mess that I say this as succinctly as I can. I actually wrote it down, and I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can. I actually wrote it, and I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can.
Where you at, Diva? I need to know if that is that a word? Now Diva don't want to be here to help me.
I stepped out the room for a second. What happened?
I want to know if this was a word. God damn it!
What's the word?
And I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can. I actually wrote, and I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can. And I'm going to make sure that I say this as succinctly as I can.
That's a word.
You sure?
Yes, that's a word. Succinctly is a word.
Okay. I don't know, Justin D. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, Justin. I don't know.
Y'all so.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm petty for no reason. I don't know. Them Esters be, you know, them Esters be kicking my ass too. So I know all about it. You know what I mean? Let me see what he mad at. His ghetto point of view, Sharon's. Several women have ended their children lately, and I haven't seen you cover one of the stories. Why doesn't violence or hurting children and or family doesn't matter when it's women? Send me the story. Send me the story. I don't know what to think sometimes. Welcome to the show, the beautiful voice of Venus, and hopefully she is okay with me today. Good day, beautiful. How you doing?
I'm still mad at your ass, but the topic is more important, so I don't care about you right now. I just wanted to say, so this is the educated, sophisticated black man who is a mental health professional, right? That's speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And he is even having a hard time calling a thing. So would he be the quote unquote choose better that we're doing when they're saying choose better? A man who can't just simply call a thing? A man who just can't hold people accountable when they're wrong, and it just be as simple as that. Is he the better that they talk about? Because he seems to be looking exactly like the other people on the panel. He doesn't seem to stand out as some mental health professional to me. There's nothing different about the way he's approaching this. He's just using a lot more words, but he's doing the same thing. He's deflecting, he's talking around it, and he's trying to flatten the issue and now make it a woman man thing, when you could get to that, but you first need to acknowledge who was wrong in this situation. And he, very slickly skipped that part. So is he the better option? I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
That's a tough question, Venus. I don't know. When a person cannot just, I don't know. It's definitely weird. It's one thing, you don't even know the man. Why is it so difficult for you to just call out a man that you don't know that is doing all of the wrong things? This is a easy layup. He's not defendable, but somehow you are moving the goalpost away from him and turning it into a completely different conversation. Well, this is not even a conversation about violent men. The name of the title of the show is about violent men, and you ain't even conversing about that. That's just crazy. Oh. Well, we're gonna get through some more. We don't let them keep saying that I'm the problem. It is what it is. Hopefully we get the likes. So where we at with the likes? Damn. We're not even at 50 likes. Are y'all serious right now? The struggle be real, Venus. We got 140 people, but I only got 50 likes. The struggle be real.
He wrote it down to make sure I don't mess this up. Being an advocate for men means not downplaying, turning a blind eye, or pretending that this isn't an issue. It is a men's issue. It is a societal issue, and is absolutely a mental health issue. Instructing men and women about how to proceed and move to be safer is not victim blaming or perpetrator excusing. It is acknowledging that people who are in relationships that typically involves at least two parties. That's all that means. So if you've been, and this is the message to the panderers, the extreme feminists who are now using this as a rallying cry to do the usual thing they do when they want to ostracize or target or blanketly blame all Black this or all Black men. This is for y'all.
Okay.
Just keeping that out there just for y'all specifically. If you've been big on only seeing men in general and Black men through the worst possible lens, please don't put on your psychology hat and think that you now understand men's mental health and psychology when you show no interest or part in caring about those things and only viewing men as predators.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't even understand why he just spent all of that time talking about the audience, feminists, panderers, Santa Claus, everything but that man who did what he did. Again, he just has a lot of words, but he thinks that he's more like clever than he actually is. Like, we understand you're doing all of this and you're completely avoiding addressing that man being wrong. Like, we see that.
Absolutely. It's called priming.
What's it called?
Priming.
Priming the audience. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he was priming you, right? So he did all that because he know he about to talk about some crazy shit that people are gonna have a strong reaction against.
Insane. Let me welcome into the show, Firefly Goddess. Good day.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Thanks for letting me in.
How you doing?
I've been
doing
well. Doing well. I've kind of listened to the show off and on, and it's had some interesting topics. So I was just kind of wanting to jump on and see how things go and have a little conversation. I know we're talking about accountability today.
Every day.
Which seems to be an issue with a lot of people.
Absolutely.
You know, which, and a lot of times it's being misconstrued as, you know, like I've heard some people say that all Black men are degenerates, and I'm trying to understand where that mindset comes from.
Are you Black?
I don't know about all, but we are addressing the ones that are degenerate.
Are you Black?
I am married to a Black man.
Okay, but are you
you're
Black?
not a Black man.
No,
no.
I am not.
Okay, that's all I asked, honey. I didn't ask who you were married to.
I have a question.
No, that's fine.
I have a question too. Who are you referencing when you said people said all Black men are degenerate?
It's just it seems to be a popular consensus with a lot of the women on the show. I mean, I'm not saying that it's, like I said, I haven't watched it a whole lot. It's just some of the things that I hear, and I'm seeing that a lot of times men are being grouped
So
the wrong way.
So wait, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your answer. Where did you hear somebody say that?
Let me ask you a question.
I've heard it here on the feed.
Answer, Sharon. What did she say?
Hold on. I want to ask one question first.
You gonna skip my question?
Do you believe that PhD Diva of Venus ever called me a degenerate?
Called you a degenerate? No.
Okay, so therefore that would defeat the whole all Black men, correct?
Correct. Okay, so I misspoke and it should have been most. I've heard most. However, I do feel there are some out there that are bad, you know, that are not wanting to change, not wanting to grow, not wanting to develop into the leaders that they should be. However, but to categorize most of them in that vernacular is irresponsible.
For who?
In my opinion.
Do you think that you, as a non-Black woman being married to a Black man, have more intimate knowledge of Black men's behavior than Black women?
I'm not going to say I'm an expert,
No, I
but
asked you
I
a specific
understand.
question. I said, do you think that you have more intimate knowledge of black men's behavior than black women? I didn't ask if you was an expert.
I would say no.
Okay, thank you.
However, I do not think it's fair that men are constantly attacked. Black men are constantly attacked just because of their race.
It's not. We don't attack nobody because of race. We attack them because of facts, stats, and data.
I have a
Whoever that person
question.
So, go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm
Firefly.
well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I just want to ask a question to you. Do you have that same stance when it comes to black women?
As far as all black women or most black women being degenerates, no.
No, right? Or you have heard those stereotypes, correct?
Absolutely.
Right. And you don't feel that that's actually accurate, even though there can be, signs of that being a possibility in some women, right?
True. But I
Okay.
don't think it's just black women. I think it's all people in general. And once again, it comes back to what you present to the world is what you are going to get back. And
True.
that's
So
not,
there's your
and
answer.
But here's the thing, right? So
But
when
that's her
we're
answer.
speaking about certain individuals, I know that sometimes when we have these conversations, it does seem like it's more generalized, but we are speaking about particular individuals who are showing particular type of behaviors. So would it be fair to call out those particular type of behaviors in those individuals? Because I think you said that you're married to a black man, and I hope you have a great marriage. I hope everything's wonderful and everything like that. But your black man is not everyone's black man, and he is not going to be the representation of every black man. And then even on top of that, if he's with you, he's with none of us. So you understand how it kind of comes off like like you're projecting due to your good experience with the man that you married as an individual and undermining other women's experiences with particular type of men.
process being undermining.
Well,
However, there's times it sounds like, I mean, as I am not a black woman and have not had the same experiences in that role. Okay. I can't speak to the situations and experiences that you've had. I can only speak to what I've witnessed, what I've experienced, and I know that even though, yes, there are degenerates, there are people that are not living how they should, that not there are
right,
some really good black men out there,
right.
but a lot
So,
of them are trying to be leaders, but it's hard to do that when women have a tendency to be too aggressive.
well, see, here's the thing, right? See, that's one of those stereotypes again. That's one of those stereotypes again, right? That you said that you didn't believe in. But that's one of those stereotypes that is usually put on black women's shoulders as being aggressive, right? And
Okay,
then,
but so MJ, baby,
yeah,
you're doing a lot of time explaining when you should really be like asking more questions, right?
For
So
real.
are you
For
trying to
real.
lobby her to over to your side, or are you trying to find out what she's doing here? Because what I want to know is, ma'am, are you or child, are you here to present a different viewpoint? Is that what you're saying? You're here to present a more balanced viewpoint? Is that what you want to do?
What I'm wanting to do is to understand, to gain knowledge from what it's like from your perspective as to
Why do you
why
need
you
to
come to
know?
the.
Well, why do you need to know that? Because as a white woman, you're never going to have our perspective, and so why do you need to come here and have us tell you so you can understand, as if we need to prove something to you, or we need some type of validation, or approval from you, and that's not what's going on here. Like, if you have a different viewpoint, then say your particular viewpoint and experience. But to come up here and try to act like we need to explain to you so you can understand, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Or
Man, this is
just
more of an educational thing for
But we're
me
not
and
here
to
to teach
understand.
you. We're not here to teach you, honey. That's what the
And
internet
it's
is for. That's
also,
what books is for, right? It's a lot of ways to be educated. It's documentaries you can watch. And so to come here and act like it's our job as Black women to educate you on how we feel and our viewpoint and our experience, that's kind of crazy.
and you have a Black man. Why don't you ask him to educate you?
Right, he got family members. Where's mama at? Where his sisters?
Yeah.
His aunt, aunties? Where they at? Go ask them to educate you.
I thought this was an open discussion forum,
It is,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean we're here to
in
educate
light
you.
of,
So the conversation forum means that you give your viewpoint. A conversation isn't us educating you. That's called school, baby.
I'm in no way trying to be disrespectful to you. So I
Right.
am trying to understand. That's why I'm here. And just to
Okay.
give a viewpoint from my perspective and things that
So give
I have
it.
seen since I have been married to and chose a Black man, I'm
Go
being
ahead.
treated differently as well.
Okay.
And one of the things that I have noticed is a lot of Black women look at me harshly because I am with a Black man.
What
Like
do you
he
mean by
chose
look
a
at
white
you
because he
harshly? What do you mean by look at you harshly?
they treat me differently because I am with him.
Okay, so what
Because
do you mean by they treat you
like
differently?
the attitude of how dare you take one of our men.
Is that what
You
they
know,
said to you?
I've had one actually tell me that.
Okay, so one Black woman
And it's
said, "How
not just
dare you
Black
take?"
women.
Okay,
It is not
hold
just
on,
Black
just right
women.
there.
I get looked at differently from the
No, no,
white
no. I'm trying to understand what
perspective
you're
too.
saying. So you had one Black woman say, "How dare you take our Black men?" But you said that it was like a generality. In general, Black women look at you and treat you different. And so I want to know, okay, aside from that one anomaly Black woman who said, "How dare you take our Black men?" What is the average Black woman doing and saying to you to treat you differently? And who are they treating you differently than?
They just
Yeah.
have a tendency to look at me sideways and look at
Okay,
us
so
sideways
wait, wait, wait,
because
wait.
we are a
So
mixed
they're
couple.
looking at you. So you're
No,
saying that Black women look
they're
at you.
with an attitude.
Wait, wait, wait. How do
That's
you
what I'm
look with
talking
an
about.
attitude? No, how do you look with an
Really,
attitude though?
really, I have to educate
No.
you as what an
Yes.
attitude
No, no,
looks
no,
like.
because an attitude is usually in conversation, right? They have a certain tone when they're talking to you. Their body language may be a certain way when they talking to you, right? So the
Yes,
stereotype
body
is the rolling neck, right? But if they're just looking
body
at you, they
language
not gonna look.
changes.
Okay, so tell us what the body
Body
language is.
language changes. Their
So
tone
how?
changes. The way they
How does
treat
the
me
body
changes.
language change? I'm asking for specific examples.
They
What
get
are
more
they
assertive.
doing?
They look down on me.
Wait,
They
okay, wait. So are they standing up
like
in a
I'm,
chair and then looking down at you? So how are you, but just,
ma'am.
no,
That
no, no.
is
I'm
not
asking what they're doing because you're saying a lot of things that you're not giving
Broad
like
terms.
specific
Yeah.
behavioral examples, right? And so how do you know they're looking down on you? Because looking down on you is an internal thing, right? So unless they like actually physically looking down on you. And so that's why I asked if they climbing up in a chair and then physically looking down on you. But you said that was absurd. So they're not physically looking down on you. And so what exactly are they doing to let you know that in their minds they are looking down on you?
it's all about how their body is responding to the situation.
Right. So
They
what is
look
their
at me
body
when
doing?
my husband and I walk
What is
by
their
them or we
body
walk up.
doing?
Just name the behavior. Just name the behavior.
What is their
What's
Okay.
body
happening?
doing? Are they doing
They
three
get
snaps in
tense.
the air and then shaking their head?
They get
Like
a
what are
little
they doing?
attitude. They get attitude. Their
So how do
body,
you know
you
they
know what
have
Okay,
an
attitude.
let me try
attitude?
to slow. Hold on, let me try to slow it down. So this is what she's
Uh-uh.
asking you. If when you walking past, they shaking their head, they are making no like what is it that they're doing that you could visibly see or hear in their body language that is looking down on you?
It's the side eye. It's the look at that white chick.
You
Just
heard them
how
say
dare
this?
you? Yeah, I've heard it numerous times. that's why I'm trying to understand why
You
that
said
is such
one
an issue.
woman said it to you,
I
and
said,
now you hear it numerous times. But, ma'am, then that's why I was asking you, because I really want to know, like, what are you experiencing? But if you can't be consistent in telling us what you're experiencing, now I'm starting to think that it's some error creeping in there.
Yeah.
I don't even think that I'm not going to say that she is not experiencing anything, but what I think that she's experiencing is that she believes that she's supposed to get some type of special treatment due to being in a relationship with a black man with black women. Like, we're supposed to put them on a pedestal, and they're supposed to have acceptance outside of their character and how they interact with us as other women. They think
no,
that they're
ma'am,
supposed to be put in a
those
certain
words never
position.
came out of my mouth.
Right,
So
but
please
what you
don't
said
put
about those
words that
black women
have
never
come
came
out of
out
my
of
mouth
their
in my
mouth.
mouth.
You said black women said something that never came out of the vast majority of our mouths, right? You said one woman said it to you, but you made a general
You can
statement about
see,
black women saying that. And so we
okay,
all putting words, apparently we putting words in each other's mouth.
I want to ask a
you
question.
can see the shift in body change.
But you can't even explain it to us. You can see it, but you can't explain it.
You see the tension and the how dare you attitude come through.
No, but see, I
The
don't know
body
what a how
changes.
dare you attitude is in terms of body language. What does that look like? How are they standing? Is they hand on their hip? Is they
They
head
get a
cocked to the
huff.
side?
They cock. Yes, they cock their head. They look at me
Uh-huh.
sideways. They
Uh-huh.
huff. They
Uh-huh.
make comments, and then their attitude
Uh-huh.
changes. How, like, they could be taking care of somebody in front of us, and then when I walk up with my husband,
Uh-huh.
their whole attitude changes. Like,
What?
You sure
yeah,
it might
you know,
not? You are you sure that it might not be what type of energy that you're giving off, instead of it just being your situation with being with a married man? Maybe you come off as like you're above, or maybe elitist, or like like you
Or your
have to be the
husband.
center of their attention.
Sometimes
Maybe a
not
little
But I
them.
don't even think
disrespectful.
that that's
It could
like
be the
helpful,
husband.
right? I don't
Sometimes it's
think we
not
have to
them.
make up a narrative about something that she's doing there, because from what she's explaining, honestly, I am more inclined to believe that she's not really so that it's not really all what she's trying to make it out to be. Those black and white couples who walk through public and they looking at you to see if you looking at them.
That's what I was getting at. I said it might be her husband too, because sometimes it is the man and the woman don't really know. But we've all seen that black man who, when he's with a white woman, he's going out of his way for attention. Your man could be inviting some of that. I don't know. But I had a question. How many black men do you actually know outside of your husband?
quite a few. I've been
What's a
friends with several for my entire life.
what's a few?
Okay.
And are there some that are not up to par? Absolutely.
What's a few? Like,
But
can you give
I
me like
know
a
some that are
ballpark?
pastors. I've got
A number. Like, what's a
teachers,
few?
probably 25 or 30.
Okay. Because earlier you came up here and you were telling a bunch of black women that, most black men want to be leaders, but they're met with aggression. So I was just trying to figure out what experience you had to even feel like you as a white woman could speak on what most black men want to do. I just thought that was odd that you felt like that was something you would be qualified to speak on about what most black men want.
It's not just black men, it's men in general.
Oh, okay. So you feel qualified to speak on what most men want.
I didn't say I was qualified. I'm just saying what, from my observations and conversations that I've had, a lot of men feel that they're being disrespected. They're not being able to be the leaders that they are designed to be, because women are too controlling and aggressive and will not allow them to be the leaders that they want to be.
Did your
Wait,
husband
so
tell you
this is
that? Wait, this is my last question. Did your husband
uh,
say something like that to you ever about like him experiencing that kind of issue with women?
Yes.
It makes sense. Okay, I'm done,
Yes.
Miss Diva.
so
And then, even I can say this too, it's not just black women, it's women in general, because even I struggle with that sometimes.
So
because
my question
trying to be
be,
the boss babe, trying to control things, trying to do things my way instead of as a partner, because I think my way's best or whatever. But that's not my role. My role is supposed to be the nurturer, the supporter, the guidance. That's where I am working on my things as well. So I mean, it's just in general, it's back to the self accountability.
right, but see, that is your role. You don't get to tell other women what their role is, right? So you and your husband, whatever y'all work out, that's fine. But you said your husband has said before that, I guess black women wouldn't let him lead. But the thing is, if you're really a leader, nobody has to allow you to do it. You just do it. You are a leader. Right. And so even in organizations, one of the ways that they assess leadership potential is by putting you in a group of people and telling y'all to work through a problem and observing you work through that problem to see who naturally emerges as the leader of the group.
Correct. And as the leader, you is also your
Right.
responsibility if someone is not doing their role, you cut them loose, you terminate them.
Right.
So that's a
Right.
lot of the reason why some of these relationships do not work, is because the leader is not allowed to do what he needs to do to be
No.
productive.
But
So
a
they
leader can
cut
never,
ties with the
leaders
one underneath
don't,
them.
but you don't know. The only leader who has to be allowed to lead is somebody who's not really a leader, right? Because what
Correct.
leadership actually
So
is influence. And so if you cannot influence that person laying next to you, then you really don't even have a relationship. But for you to be married to this person and just be figuring it out, then that means that something is wrong with you and you truly are not a leader, right? And so nobody has to allow these people to lead. One of the major gripes that we as black women have with black men is they make a lot of excuses for their own failures. So it's always somebody else's fault why they can't do what they're supposed to do, right? So if it's not the black woman, it's the white man, right? If they in school and they not doing well, the teacher don't like them, right? If they on the job and they not doing well, oh, they trying to sabotage us and it's racist, right? So that's one of the major things is black men have an issue with self accountability. And so if they want to be leaders of families, then they have to position themselves to be so. Now, do you think it makes sense for women to attach themselves to men who are the least educated demographic in the country and then say, here, babe, you lead because that's the role that you're supposed to have?
no, and I totally agree
Okay,
with your
thank you.
assessment.
Right. So what
You
you
know,
up here trying to tell us anything for, lady?
because women need to have just as much self accountability and self control
No.
as
We're not
men do.
talking about no self accountability, right? So the conversation is actually about black men deleting black women. And so no, when they are committing capital M, there is no accountability in the victim. And so again, what you here trying to tell us, lady, because every question I've asked you has only demonstrated that you aren't even qualified to be having a conversation with us.
Just because I'm not a black woman?
No, because
Precisely.
you have no idea of what you're
Yeah. Okay.
talking about. I've
Okay.
For
made you look
me.
like a fool on several occasions, right?
Ma'am, you're
Everything
not
that
making
come
me
out of
look
your
like a
mouth, I've
fool.
made you look like a fool.
You're not making me look like a fool at
Yeah,
all.
and see,
That's
that's
your
the thing.
consensus.
You're
That's
not
great.
even,
You are more,
but you don't even have enough
you
sense
are
to know when
entitled to
you're
your
looking like
opinion.
a fool. No, it's not an opinion because it's based on what's come out of your mouth. All I asked you was what came out of your
Fair
mouth.
enough.
Right. And so you made
Okay.
yourself look like a fool, actually. But the fact that you don't even know that you up here looking like a fool, that's really the problem.
No, the problem
And so
is
again,
that
you are not
women are
qualified
too,
to be up here telling us anything. And women ain't nothing. If anything, white women are too stupid, right? Because you too stupid to even know that you're up here making a fool of yourself. Sharon, are the bounties on? Because I think I'm done with you.
okay. Y'all have a good day, because I can see that this is not going anywhere.
Right, baby. You should have seen that
Yeah.
from the
Have a
time
good
you
one.
hit the panel. That's how you do it, ladies.
Why you run that nice
Well,
lady
Sharon
off?
cut me off, so and he ain't do that to none of y'all. So I didn't get a chance to really do much, but I digress. Because I damn sure wouldn't have been explaining a fucking thing. I'm not doing that.
It's just the advocating for me though. Like, why is it such high advocation for degenerate men?
Well, that's part of the programming with some of those men when they get with women. That's why I asked her, did your husband tell you this? And of course, the answer was yes. So sometimes they go to other groups of women making themselves appear to be victims, right? Like PhD was said, it's everyone else's fault. They're too aggressive. They're painting us all to be bad. So he done brainwashed her dumb ass. And then she thought she was about to come actually do that to black women. And it's like, what white women don't understand is that black men and black women really operate two different ways completely. So that the shit that works on them don't typically work with us.
I'm just annoyed is that's like, if you have a good black man, great, I'm happy for you. But why are you trying to make your good black man the representative to all black men? And that apparently they're not getting a fair share. And this is why the relationships are not working. So it has to be the women are the problem and these men are not a problem. They're just doing everything correctly. It's just weird. But then again, she want to say, "Oh, I don't think it's a black man thing or all black women thing. I think it's an all people thing when you get in a heated discussion."
Yeah, we could have tolerated her some more. It was actually entertaining for me. But Diva ran the girl off. Because I think it's interesting that people sleep with a black person and think that they are now the authority on black people. And they
Right. So
bold
what you
enough
want to
to want
talk
to
to her
come
for?
to black people and tell us about what black people like.
Right, but you want to listen to it.
It's funny. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry, I don't give people an audience. That's just maybe that's one of my hangups, but baby, you got to deserve an audience with me.
No, I get it.
Sharon is in deep thought.
You gotta stay in your lane. If I was dating or married outside of my race, part of it I think is just respecting the other group and understanding like there's some things about this group that I'm just not gonna understand, and that's okay. But I probably shouldn't be the person trying to come and advocate to them because I just have I don't have equal experience, knowledge, or anything. I just personally wouldn't do it.
Let me shout out to the Cash Apps. Shout out to my people. Support the show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to my people. It says support with a smiley face. Thank you so much. And also, crazy how they spin this into men's mental health. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, even though we ain't nowhere near where we need to be for likes. We hit 200 and change, and we don't even have 100 likes. That's insane. If everybody was to share, we could easily have 300 people, and we could have a good time and a good show. But it is what it is. And I'm not sure his ghetto point of view. You could hit the link. You're more than welcome to hit the link if you have an issue. I don't know why you think whatever Diva, MJ, or Venus was saying has anything to do with me. That is weird to me. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I guess that's why y'all feel like y'all have to defend men at all costs, because anybody say anything about a man, you feel like they talking about you, which is just a weird thing to me. I do not see myself in a man. Maybe his ghetto point of view see himself in a man. I don't know.
Sharon,
Yeah.
can I address something really quick? Because this is the problem right here. A few minutes ago, I just said black men and black women operate completely different, and this is what I'm talking about. You know why that woman came up here and felt bold enough to do that? The reason the men in your chat are upset is because they pedestalize white people, right? This is usually an issue Black men have. They pedestalize the white woman. They view her voice as the authority. White skin is the authority. So when they see her speaking for them, they feel represented, which is weird as hell. But they feel represented and they feel like we should receive her the same way they would. We do not have that same inferiority complex that a lot of you have to white skin. So this is why you guys are up in arms about this. You felt like, oh my God, it's a white woman speaking, and we should care. We don't. She's not any more important than any of you, to be honest, in this conversation. She's not. We
And you
don't
know what, Venus?
pedestalize them.
And you know what, Venus? That's why I said what I said earlier about how is she coming across when she says that she was giving examples about what she felt she was receiving from Black women when she's walking around with her Black men. It seemed like she feels like she needs to be put in a higher position and be held up to a higher standard and regard because she's in a relationship with a Black man with Black women. Like, you supposed to look at her higher because she's in a position of being in a relationship with one.
Diva, you there?
I'm here.
All right.
All right. Shadow the Titan Wasp, $5. So she didn't hate Black men and was married to one, but she believes not all Black men are trash. If anyone could have told her facts, here. I don't even know what that means.
The last part, I don't know what that means either. Welcome to the show, Tezzy Kate and TMZ Taz. Good day to both of y'all gentlemen. What are your thoughts?
Nah, I just got in the conversation, so I don't know what y'all talking about right now, though.
Okay. What up, Taz?
Hey, Tezzy.
What up, Taz? What's your thoughts?
TMZ Taz. TMZ.
Yeah, I don't know. I came in kind of late. I don't know what the topic was, but from what I was seeing in the chat, it seemed like people just have an issue with a white woman anyway speaking in that regard. But I do think a lot of that centers and goes back to that elephant in the room, which is y'all sitting up here talking to a man that's married to a white woman, but y'all giving out super smoke to the white woman. And so I don't think they understand what that smoke was about, because y'all don't give out that smoke to his white woman. Y'all don't carry any consistency with your arguments against white women. And so if anything, that's what I was kind of picking up in the chat, is they feel like it's more like a hypocrisy because y'all don't say it to all the white women or to some white women.
Okay,
nobody
so
said
Taz,
anything about her being white. We were responding to what she was saying, right? So if Anya decided to bump her head and get up here one day and say the same shit that this lady was saying, then we would have the same type of conversation. But Anya doesn't speak that way. In fact, Anya was in the chat saying, you telling her she lying. And so
yeah.
would there be a need for us to talk to Anya that way when Anya ain't said, oh, these Black men want to be a leader, but y'all Black women too aggressive. Anya ain't never said no shit like that. So what are you talking about? Hypocrisy.
And let me
Taz,
add
it's
this.
payday.
Like
It's
I know,
payday,
like I
Taz.
said, I know you think you
Taz,
can
it's
talk
payday.
like
It's payday, Taz. You better
I
watch
don't
it.
care. I'm gonna say what I want to say, dog. You don't care what
Okay,
you pay to kick me
Sharon,
off.
watch out. I
Like,
got 100
because
coming
this
on
is
his
the
head.
problem.
Well, I got
Your
100 on his head,
hypocrisy.
nigga. Sharon, watch out.
Okay,
Anya,
yeah, I know.
I'm finna
You
send
don't
you.
want this
I'm
smoke.
finna
I
send you
know, fam. You
$100,
don't want
Anya.
that smoke. Y'all
Anya, I'm
fraudulent,
finna send you
fam.
$100.
That
I'm gonna
shit
send it to
does
the white
not
woman
matter.
through the
Spend
black middleman.
$1,000.
Anya, what you
Spend
gonna
$1
do tonight
million.
with $100? I'm
Spend $1
finna send it
million.
to get
That
this
shit
broke
don't
nigga up
matter.
out of here. To get this broke nigga up out of here.
I could make money off of this. I just choose
Right.
not to.
Okay,
Fake
go
ass
do it.
bitch.
Go do it.
Fake ass, fraud
Go
ass
do
bitch.
it.
Who you think you
Go
playing
get it.
with?
He
Like,
mad
what's
because you
wrong
ain't
with
gonna give him
y'all?
100. All right.
I bet.
Sharon, watch
I
out.
got you. I got you. I'm gonna wait till you drop it. I'm gonna make sure Sharon
Okay.
make his motherfucking money. Then I'm gonna get off of here and go talk about your stupid ass. Fuck wrong with y'all? Pretending ass motherfuckers. Don't get mad at me because I said the obvious. Stating the obvious shouldn't piss you off that fucking much. Fake ass bitch.
But the issue is, but you didn't state the obvious. People just trying to attack
It is
whatever they
the
can.
obvious. It's the obvious, nigga. It's the obvious.
So you saying that you heard my wife say the same thing as this white woman that came up here?
Bye, bro.
But that's what that bitch said, bro. Rewind back and listen to what I said. I ain't say that shit. Don't repeat that, bitch. I didn't say that. That ain't what I said.
Baby,
that ain't what I said, my nigga.
Tonight.
Hey, that ain't what I said, my nigga. I know you can't control these hoes like that or whatever, but that ain't what Taz said. She said that. She said that shit.
Just like the taste out of your
I
mouth.
said.
I'd like to see you try it.
Man,
seen the
PSD, you
mug shot,
crazy,
nigga.
man.
We
And
seen
it
the
said,
mug shot.
brokey. And that's the with that was a big 100 ball. So you know when it's a 100 ball, it's fully on Friday. So you know.
Yeah. I like my hoes never home, always on the street hoeing. I like my shout out to Taz. I like my hoes always never home, always on the street hoeing with their ass cheeks showing. Okay, make money, baby. Make the money, baby.
So the thing is that like I get it that you saying that is the obvious, but it's not the obvious. We going by what the person is saying, not just because the person is.
Yeah, I think there's a confusion there.
Yeah,
The
I want
simple
to add
fact is,
this too.
yeah, go ahead.
Taz wasn't around. Real quick, Taz wasn't around. I'm sorry, I'm at work, so I may have to drop. Taz wasn't around, I don't think, before, but Sharon used to run into a lot of issues about whether or not he can even be considered pro-black. And I was one of the people arguing with him about it. Like, we've had a lot of conversations about him having a white wife, and you can't be pro-black with a white wife. Like, we actually addressed that. So, yeah, I don't think it's hypocrisy. I don't think you've seen it, but it happened. And not just with us, like other men in the space. Like, a lot of people have said something to Sharon about having a white wife.
Absolutely. That's one of the main things they tried to attack.
That $100 was not for you, Sharon. That was for Anya.
I don't know why they don't think Diva. Diva is hilarious. Oh my god!
Like anything these niggas say to or about me supposed to phase me. Ain't none of y'all niggas got enough nothing for me to give a fuck what you think.
Yeah, I think it's just a little weird that the same people that would try to question they would have lengthy conversation with Imperius. I don't even like he was here. He came up in the back chat. He probably even said something in the private chat. You know what I'm saying? They have lengthy conversations with that man. And then try to act like I don't know. I don't understand it. I really don't get it.
I'm just a little confused because I thought the whole thing is like everybody be with whoever they want to be with when it comes down to a romantic relationship, and there shouldn't be any hate there, but as long as it's not like trying to harm each other, then everything would be fine. The woman that just came up, she came up there to advocate for Black men in general, even though the conversation was about degenerate men who happen to be Black. And then she came to pretty much chastise us as in our thinking and our way of viewing things is wrong to those particular type of men. So were we not supposed to say anything? And are we also supposed to, I guess, attack Sharon just off of the strength of him not being with a Black woman? Because you remember, I brought this up the last time I came up here about how, there's this big harp if you have sex with a Black woman, I'll give you $2, Sharon. You fuck on a Black woman and you have children with a Black woman, then that's supposed to be pretty much the bare minimum to show that you love Black women above everything. But then we have these cases that we're going over now where a man is killing 7 of his children, you know, and often the women that they're laying down with are in relationship with, but that goes over everybody's head, that's not perceived as hatred.
Or the fact
me
that
also,
they just spend more time in this chat defending a white woman than they are defending them Black children and that Black woman. That's what I did notice. They spent the whole morning arguing with Sharon. Ain't near one of them want to defend a dead woman who got deleted by a Black man or them 8 children. I ain't see none of them defend that shit. But the white woman come up here, like I fucking said, the inferiority complex, the white worship is pathetic. I didn't see y'all
and
defending that, but y'all defending this. The fuck?
yeah,
I'm gonna send you
and then
money.
the only time they try to use it is when they try to use it against me, which is crazy. But let me welcome into the show Josh and Josh.
Oh damn! Both of us again? Jesus!
How the fuck did that happen? I'll send you the money.
Every damn one of us gonna have to change our name. You know what? Fuck it. You're Black Josh. I'm White Josh. Let's just leave it at that way.
Hey, you know what?
And
Hey,
also,
hold up, Sean. Wait a second.
And also,
I got you.
by the way, Josh, any F-bombs and N-bombs is $2, by the way, Josh. So now you know.
I gotcha. I only got one simple question, and it's a thing I don't really seem to understand. There's roughly about, and go in any go in any panel, right? But especially if you're looking within the Black panels, why is it about 1/3 of the chat tends to oppose the conversation, but will absolutely for days and weeks on end refuse to come up and address it? If you believe that Diva is wrong, why don't you come up and actually try to have a conversation with her? Why not? Why you sit down and chat and just complain and whine and cry and say, oh, I disagree. Oh, I'm not going to do anything. If it's either the case that she's right or wrong, right? If she's wrong, you'd be able to demonstrate it. But is that all men can do is just sit in the chat and say, oh, no, oh, no.
Damn, that's a
what is
great.
That?
I don't know.
I'd actually like one of the ladies to actually kindly explain to me, why is it the case that these people just sit down and chat and just talk?
Because most of them can't speak coherently enough to put together a decent conversation. You've seen half of the people who hit the panels. There's a reason.
Are you trying to say his ghetto point of view can't? His ghetto point of view can't form a full coherent sentence?
I was gonna say most of the disagreement is emotional. Most of the disagreement is emotional based, so it's just getting it out. It's not really, trying to have a conversation really.
All right, and also speaking of the brothers that can get a full coherent thought out, welcome to the show, Rizzy Royce.
Yo. Yo, y'all talking about that lady who cut off her friends because she got into marriage? That's the white lady y'all talking about?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. That's who I thought y'all was talking about. But why would we defend some liars? Like, y'all just be up here lying. Why would we defend y'all?
I said defend the dead children, stupid, and the dead woman. What the fuck are you talking about?
And who lying?
We can't defend her. She's already gone.
Man, all right.
These niggas retarded. What the hell? Royce, well, who lying? What we lying about?
Joshua, this is why they don't come up, Joshua, to answer your question. They're stupid.
Y'all feelings? Y'all feelings?
No, I
want hold on, Rizzy. I gotta mute you because anytime your phone always have an echo. So I gotta mute you when everybody trying to talk to you. Right? So, hold on. So Rizzy Royce. First of all, tell us who is the liar and what did they lie about? Go. That's on you.
Hold on a second.
That nigga don't know. Remember, he came
What's
up
up,
here
Bob? What's up?
saying, "Hey,
What's
everybody."
up, Bob and Virgo Assassin? How y'all doing?
Yeah, you skipped all over me and went to that bum ass nigga. Okay.
Because I heard it in your voice that you needed to clear it up a little bit, so I was just getting you some time to wake up. That's all.
Oh, that's true. I just woke up. But at least I know what's going on. And his ass come up here and say, I don't know what's going on, but we can't defend the liars. He don't even know what anybody's talking about.
Okay, now.
You ready to talk?
Yeah. What y'all lie about every day is that y'all care about building the Black community. Y'all care about bettering yourselves as Black women. Y'all care about changing anything in society. Y'all love the way society is right now. Y'all not gonna do anything to change nothing because y'all feel like y'all can like stunt on Black men. That's all y'all care about is stunting on Black men. Y'all don't care about doing anything to better y'all damn selves. Y'all
Aren't you like us? The way you swing your hair back out of your eyes and shit, like woo. Aren't you?
Hold on, Royce. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. God damn it, Royce. Your microphone is crazy. Hold on 1 second, Royce. Also, hopefully this other person can cam up because I got another clear and coherent brother coming up to the stage. Welcome to the show, KT the Limtan.
Yeah, this was irrelevant because we didn't ask him to defend us. So can we not let him pivot the conversation about something nobody was talking about? He doesn't understand the topic.
About defending some kids, and I defend all the kids. I don't defend women who just run their mouth all day.
Again, nobody asked for that, so let's move on. That wasn't the topic. You misunderstood. Nobody asked for that. Okay, we can move on.
Why are you acting like a victim if you don't want to be saved? y'all so fake victims. Like, what are y'all talking about? Stop talking about victim shit if you don't want to change the problem. I'm here to change problems. Don't talk about no problems or no negative shit about Black men unless you want us to do something about it.
Now we expect men to do something. We don't expect clearly drug-induced, uneducated, illiterate boys to do a fuck thing because y'all can't do nothing for nobody anyway. So dare you do something for yourself.
I'm doing shit every day, and no pussy ass nigga around you is doing shit for you.
Wait, so what do you do for the Black community, Royce? What are you doing for the Black community? Because that's one of the criticisms.
Y'all don't.
No, what do you do for the Black community?
I told y'all what I do for the Black community. Y'all don't fucking listen.
I never heard it. What you do?
I build shit. I was involved with no nonprofit community, building houses for pregnant Black women in the hood, and like we made like hotel style looking rooms and everything. It was super upgraded, and the pregnant women we hooked it up for them. We built it. It was abandoned houses in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And we upgraded the whole thing.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you get paid for this?
It's nonprofit.
Okay, I work for nonprofit. They paid me a paycheck. What does that mean? Did you get paid for that?
Wait, you on mute.
The woman she was working for I was working for got paid. The woman who brought me into this project. So
you got a paycheck, right?
We also was feeding homeless and everything.
You was on
got
mute.
paid for that,
Did you
right?
get paid?
Brought me into the project. She was in charge of the nonprofit. She got paid.
Oh, okay, so you was volunteering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
you need to get a new microphone or maybe a new Bluetooth or something because I don't know why yours it echoes so much.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish it up. I got something in the works right now. I'm with a bunch of activists. I'm gonna try to bring them together, and this is a woman. She's building like a thing out in the woods called the Living Learning Lab, and it's about basically it's like living out in the being self-sustainable out in the woods and everything.
So, do you hear yourself when you say the women who putting these things together? So it's always a woman putting it together, and y'all going out there with y'all muscle, like, which is a good thing. I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing that you, but the way you speak on women, you think that we all are speaking on all men. If you happen to be a dude who are helping the community, then nobody's talking about you. But even then, you changed the whole topic up here.
That's the problem. Y'all don't talk about me.
We don't want to talk about you. Well, you want us to talk about you.
Y'all talking about the men that y'all deal with all the time, them bums. Stop talking about them bums, please.
Oh, you
are bums. Look at where you live.
These departments that I'm inside, all of them look great except for this one. This is the only department that don't look great. You got college students.
The one you got.
He thought that was
these women that's in college, they live in a comfortable, nice apartment that we hooked up and upgraded. I don't got time to be upgrading this one right now because I'm just working and all the time. So we stay in the worst looking apartment because we didn't renovate this one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we have no reason to be talking about you. I don't get it.
Can I ask a question based on the logic of the
I'm building the community. You should want to talk about people that's building the community. Keep giving these narratives about being victims and y'all not trying to fix the problem.
Why don't you talk about yourself? Why don't you do a channel? Why don't you promote yourself and you go ahead and promote all of the men that you think are doing the right thing and building the community? Why don't you do that? Why don't you drown the others on the opposite side out? Okay, go do that.
I'm trying to connect.
Why do you want women to do it?
I don't care about these dudes. I'm trying to connect with black women.
You don't care about them, right? But we're supposed to. Are you stupid?
I don't have a dislike for them though. I don't have a dislike for them, and some of them are cool. And I do care about them because they trying to build. The ones who not
okay,
trying
so you go ahead and promote them and stop looking for women to lead you to do so.
I'm against the gender war, so y'all are here.
Okay, so don't engage in it. Don't engage in the gender war if you're against it. Why don't you go and do some positive content and show us where all the great building black men are? I mean, like, I'd really like to see it. And since you know where they are,
I don't believe
and we clearly don't, then you do it.
I don't believe that y'all actually care. I've seen.
Okay, then shut up there.
I've seen plenty black men.
Because you up here talking, it's not gonna make us care. If you don't believe we care, then don't believe we care.
Hold on, I can't because he can't mute himself fast enough, and y'all really be trying to engage with Royce. And every time we try to have a back and forth, his microphone is crazy. At least on my side. Y'all don't hear the echo on y'all side?
No, we hear it.
No, we hear it too.
Yeah, I hear a lot of static.
Yeah, that should be sounding crazy. Y'all still be trying to talk over him. You know that should be sounding crazy.
Damn. We didn't know it was so inaudible like that.
Yeah,
Shadow
exactly.
ass won't.
Sherrod.
I think Shadow came up here to say something crazy. Say it. You picked the right day today, boy.
He told us we was attacking the white woman.
If we gotta do it, we can do it. But
got defending. He's like,
nah, look,
to come up with a new white woman.
I already know how this game plays. No. Look, here's how this game works. I understand the game I'm playing right now. I saw that whole play out. Yeah, you can't gaslight me to believe that something didn't happen and it just did. So y'all can talk. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. We can everybody.
Just get to the point.
Do you have a point to make? What is your point? You're not saying nothing.
Like, I don't know. That attitude is necessary. So I'm not even.
What's going on?
But like I said, we can acknowledge those. We can acknowledge those kids. We lost kids. Those women got shot. That man was out of pocket. End of story. Now jump onto somebody else. This is with the attitude today.
That's
Shut
the
your
end
ass
of
up.
the. All right, that's the end of the story. All right.
Wait, well, what the hell? Well, no, hold up. No. What is wrong with attitude? Because apparently they're doing something. I'll give a prime example. Diva threw up a 10-point
Hey,
lift.
Sharon, you see my
Right?
super chat yet? You see my super
Yeah.
chat yet? Get that nigga going. I'm tired of talking.
What
Have a
you
good day,
mean?
y'all. You're right. We didn't
Oh,
both
so
need to
now
fight each
who's
other today,
upset
Josh.
with the white person saying something
Well,
on
he's
the
being
panel?
racist.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
now
No,
who's upset?
my beef with Josh.
Y'all are some
No, my beef with
hypocrites. No,
Josh.
I thought we
And
supposed to
no,
listen
my
to the
beef
white
with
people.
Josh.
We're supposed
No,
to be
my beef
kind
with
to the
Josh is
white
we have the
people,
same
right?
name.
Hold on.
My beef
Let
with
me
Josh is
understand.
we have the same name.
Hold on. You said my F and Josh. What is the when you said and Josh? That means to kick him.
That Josh, yeah.
Yes. We gave you
I made a few
22.
bullets today.
Yeah,
I gave you 22.
Drop it down. Drop it
Slap
down.
the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
Josh, I'm leaving in 15 minutes. I'll bring you back.
Did he run off the white man? The white skin? That's the right
Yes,
skin?
we're not supposed to be doing that.
The
Remember?
authority figure? Did a black man just
Oh my
mistreat a white
goodness.
person like you unruly
The
black women?
hypocrisy.
Oh my goodness.
But that
Nah,
didn't
we were just
happen.
supposed to let the white lady come up here and check us and speak praises to them.
No, but
No,
what happened just now
I'm
with
not
the
sure
white
what she checked
man?
y'all.
What's happening with
I'm
the
just
white
not sure
man
what
just
she checked
now?
y'all. We
All
got the
he
same
said was,
name.
"What's wrong with attitude?" And you got out of your emotional body, black man.
I shoot people for
Damn.
no reason. I shot him because we have the
Oh,
same name.
you did it some before too. So
Damn.
isn't it interesting that the black men
He
are
also brought him
super
back too.
racist against the white
Stop
men?
lying, Josh. You didn't shoot
Damn.
him because he had the same name. You
Wait,
don't like what he's saying. Shut up.
have I ever
You're
shut him down
lying.
Montavious
before?
and
Wait,
Hold
Deja.
on.
my bad.
Hold on, y'all.
Montavious and Deja, $5. Run, Deja, girl, run. Did y'all put on sunscreen today? It is the most important part of any skin routine. Shut your ass up, Montavious.
I don't know about that. You put on? I don't put on sunscreen. I don't know.
Black people do
Sometimes
need
I do.
sunscreen. Okay. But
Black
what is
people
There's
the
need
a black
sunscreen.
y'all women ever use just a sidebar about sunscreen, the black girl sunscreen?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
have.
haven't.
It's good.
Oh
I like
God, it's
it.
so good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
good. It moisturize. It's like it has a glowing effect on your face. I love it.
Hold up. Since when
You
do
know,
black people need sunscreen?
sunscreen. Sunscreen ain't nothing but blackface. By the way.
Right. Right.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. When
Yes,
you
it
look
When
is.
you look under the UV
under the
light, yeah.
ultraviolet camera, yeah, you black. You're putting on like a black.
Y'all crazy.
No, really.
No, it's
No, it's
making
the
fake
truth.
Y'all never
melanin.
seen that?
It's the truth. It's black
I
when you
haven't
look
seen
under
it,
the
but
UV.
I don't
Yeah.
care. It don't look like that on my face.
Yeah, it's useful. It's protecting your skin from those very harmful sun rays.
Ain't that what
Been
your
But
using
melanin
stuff
do?
for
I ain't.
ages.
Hey, look, Diva.
but
I'm so black, Diva. I ain't never put on blackface. You feel me?
but
Suns causes wrinkles. It's not even just about
Black
sunburning,
women
because
don't been out here and ain't been wrinkling. We known as the
there we
women who
girl,
go.
don't
listen,
wrinkle.
because they've been using that
Yeah.
sunscreen. That's why
No,
they
they
just ain't
have
told
not.
y'all.
My
They
mama them
have,
generation and
absolutely.
before was not
Yes,
using no
they have, child.
sunscreen. No,
Yeah,
they
no,
were
we don't
not.
use no sunscreen in the
Right.
south
And
where
my
it's really
mama,
Well,
hot.
how about it just holds them off longer, holds it off longer? Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little extra help. It ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong
use
with
all
it.
that shit on my
Well,
face.
when your mom
Uh
was in
Hold
the
on, y'all.
streets, the ozone layer wasn't as trash as it is. There's a lot of different
Yeah.
things that change. Like the sun is way more harsh now, just in
Yes,
general.
global warming is
y'all don't know
real.
that. Y'all don't know that.
Yeah.
Ogun
Yeah.
314, $20. Take white Josh's microphone and usher him out. We don't need your opinion on black matters. All right, Ogun.
Where the black men
Oh,
dragging
but
him? Where are
I
the
No, is
don't
black
he talking
men
about?
understand.
dragging him? Where they
I'm
at?
concerned. This is hypocrisy in
Oh
real
wow, they're
time.
never consistent on nothing. Interesting.
Never.
I don't know.
So y'all do know with the black light thing though, anything that you put on, it will show up under that blue light as dark, or what y'all call blackface. So you're not really putting on anything black on your face. It just show up that way. That's
Yeah.
why the
So
glowing effect when you go in the club and they use the UV lights and there's shit that's glowing,
No, that's a
and then everything else is
no.
dark.
No, that's a black light. In the club, that's black light, not UV.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Different type.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, finish.
No, I was just saying it's a different type of light.
Yeah.
The ultraviolet light.
Yeah.
It's,
that's what we were saying. We're just saying different kind of lights.
Well, I love my black girl sunscreen, and I'm gonna keep using it because I love it. But I have a question. Can I ask a quick question? Because I am really confused. And it's concerning what happened earlier. Um, why do men want us to attack Anya? What has she done, and how has she disrespected black women to where they want us to attack her? And because we don't attack her, we're hypocrites. I don't know how that I'm trying to figure out how this is logical because we clearly saw the white woman come up here and attempt to, check black women in her way and the way that white women can do that who are married to black men. We do see that happen more often than we would like to. And to say that we're over here with you and we're not attacking Anya, but then they get mad for us, quote unquote, attacking. I'm just confused. It's like, if we're telling y'all that we don't care about who black women date and black men date and marry, and we're over here with Sharon, who is married to a white woman, and we're not upset about it, then how are we being hypocritical? We're actually proving that we don't care. If Anya doesn't come at us like that, this white woman came at us crazy. And if y'all think that black women are going to sit up here and allow that because y'all allow it, you got another thing coming. It ain't never going to happen. So y'all can stay mad.
Yet
I'm sorry.
further
When was their
evidence
attack that
that
happened?
they
Oh, shit,
can't
my bad.
lead because they always gonna bend the knee when somebody of a different race come through the door. And we see it time and time again. They can't say no.
Dang.
They gotta go.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy to hear.
I
Like,
do wish
people
Diva didn't get rid of everybody so fast. We could have the conversation with them.
Well,
Damn.
she got
So
no
y'all can say
tolerance
some
like
stupid
me. I
shit.
got no
Yeah,
tolerance.
no,
I got no
Diva
tolerance.
got
I was glad
no,
she gone.
Wait, I mean, like, what are
Diva
we
got
having a
no
conversation
tolerance.
about? A, she not even
Right.
qualified to know with the little 20 men she know, right? And B, she was making shit up, right? She was making shit up because when I was
She
asking her,
was.
okay, well, what's attitude, body language? Oh, they was looking down on me. How you know what those people thinking in their head, right? So what are we having a conversation about? If y'all
And the
just trying to
thing
take
is,
shit,
Wait, hold up, Diva. So
I
yeah,
feel.
you know what? You're right. I knew I should have put my foot in my ass today. So Diva, let me get this straight because I listened to that thing just now. From what I heard her say, is she came to this panel because she believes that there's a constant rhetoric here about negative black men. But
uh-huh,
she's like, I am married to a black man, right?
uh-huh.
And she's even said, while I'm not a black woman, I feel like this happens to me. And when she even explained that and tried to explain what she did, y'all literally put your foot down her throat. You're like, well, you don't even have a right to speak on it. Well, yeah, that's fair because she's not a black woman. But
That's not
again,
what we
she's talking
said.
about an experience
No, no,
that
no, no,
she
no,
has
no, no.
witnessed, right?
Stop.
Oh, okay, I'm
Stop.
missing. All right, my bad. Yeah.
Because you jumped over what she said. I specifically was asking her, okay, well, what did they say to you? Oh, one woman said, "How dare you?" Well, first she said, "Oh, how dare you?" They look at me like, "How dare you take our black men?" And then I said, "Okay, well, did they actually say that?" Oh, well, yeah. Who said that? Oh, well, one woman said that, but she's making a generalization. Then I
Right.
asked her, "Okay, well, how were they looking at you?" Because she said, "Oh, and then they look at me like they got an attitude." I say, okay, well, what's the body language like when somebody looking at you like they got an attitude? Because typically an attitude is in your head unless you talking to the person, and then we, hear it in the tone and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, basically she in their head some way, she's psychic, and so she know what they thinking, right? And so you totally glossed over the fact that everything she said, I gave her an opportunity to explain, and she could not. And then she told us that she was here for us to educate her. But you, in your psychological and cultural misorientation, probably think shit like that is okay. You'll be glad to educate a white person, wouldn't you?
I mean, I'd be glad to educate anybody in that
Right.
manner. So yeah,
And like I
we can call
said,
that
you
cultural
culturally
mis-
misoriented, aka a
Okay.
coon. So of course
All
you
right,
missed
cool.
all
Wait,
that.
hold on. No, that's fine. I'm cool with all that. So, but here's the thing. What I heard is when you actually asked her to describe it, she described body language. Are they
No, she
seeing
did
this a
not.
side eye?
No,
But
she did not. That after I had
hold
to
on, I'm,
question her for 10 minutes before she got to a
oh,
side eye. Before it was just they
no, you're
looking
right.
at me a certain way. So
I
Josh, don't
agree.
play with me.
She wasn't looking to be educated at all. She was looking for confirmation bias on her understanding of what was going on.
What was the confirmation bias she was looking for, though?
Of the
From
fact
her
that she
man.
feels that black women are jealous of her by her being with a black man, and that her black man is the representation of all black men.
And that
Yeah,
we
and she
won't
was
let
passive
black men
aggressive.
lead because we too aggressive. Right.
Right.
So cut it out, Josh. But you missed all of that.
No, I listened to. Okay, you know what? Again, clearly, I didn't listen to all of it because I just did, and that's why I even brought up what was said. And I was again because there is a cultural misappropriation. Yeah, yes, Diva. But what I heard her describe was what white people call aggressive. And even if
Okay,
what
so
her
what?
interpretation of it was,
Oh my
even her
God.
interpretation being wrong, if you would have been like, that's not aggressive with black women, you're
I don't
misinterpreting
have to educate her. You are the only
that.
coon who gonna waste your time and breath trying to educate white people.
That's fair.
Right. The hell is wrong with you?
Well, nah, I would like to say, like, but educating a white person don't make you a coon. Because most of the shit we
It
talking
do.
is educated from the white basis. So, like, if
No, it
we
don't.
have an opportunity to now shape their outlook, I think that'd be smarter for us to do it. If we have an
You're not
opportunity
really
to
up
say,
here to be
this is where you
educated. Why y'all act like
Well, I'm
for
not fucking
real?
doing it. Now, if you stupid niggas want to do it, right? If the least educated demographic want to go around educating white women, then take your asses over there and do it. But I'm not finna do
But
it.
Don't laugh.
right, but they don't want to educate the white man because when the white men come over here, they hurry up and get them up off of here, right?
Right,
But we're supposed to
right.
sit around and educate white women for their benefit and their fucking enjoyment. I'm sorry, Sharon, I'm gonna send you a couple, but you didn't read my
Hey,
last
Josh,
super chat, so add that
hey,
in.
bet, Josh, I'm
I
gonna
sent
bring
you
you
a
back.
$5 super chat, and I want you to take 3 for yourself or for Anya, and 2 for my little F bomb, okay, because I'm on the budget, okay.
Oh, shit.
I just want to reiterate what I said about the difference between black men and black women culturally, and we can see it in this very conversation. The mere fact that KT called it an opportunity, we do not view these people as something special, and it's an opportunity. Who gives a? We don't care. Stop projecting that racial inferiority onto black women. We don't have
that's
that.
what you're talking about, Venus.
We
But
don't
you know,
have
all
that.
men are
Because
monsters,
you're
though.
saying you can't educate another group of people. That ain't got shit to do with saying you something good or something.
I'm saying I
Say,
have
I
We don't want
educate
discernment.
my
you.
children. Hold up, you
I'm
educate your
saying I have
children. Are you saying they
discernment.
better than you?
I'm saying I have discernment and I'm smart enough to
Yes.
understand when somebody actually is seeking education and when somebody's playing in my face. You stupid niggas don't know how to do that.
That's
Let
That's
me
all I
why
want you
y'all
to
up here
say.
every day
Or your
saying y'all
or your
seeking some type
bias
of
can say that
education
you're
and that.
seeing something that you're not. You could
but
actually have
here's
a
my
natural
thing though.
bias
What
that's
is she
mistaken.
let me ask you a
Hold on
question.
one
What
second.
oh,
MJ, let me ask Joshua a simple question. Joshua, when
Yes.
someone's seeking education, what do they usually do?
Generally, they either go to a school or they find somebody who already has experience.
Or they ask questions and they listen, right?
Right.
That's usually what people who are seeking education do. They ask questions and listen, right?
Yes.
She did none of the sort. She came in asserting a stance on black men. She came to educate, is what she thought she was about to do. So again, we have a discernment that you guys seem to not have, and that's a personal problem. Do not project this desperation for proximity to whiteness onto black women. We could see them for what they are, and y'all see them for their skin, and you get excited, and we don't care about that. That's a personal problem. Keep that shit
yeah,
over there.
like she wasn't like here's the thing. What was she trying to get educated about? if she knows that not all Black men are these bad, degenerate monsters and stuff like that, because in fact, she threw up that she is married to one, then we don't have to educate her on that particular type of topic. She knows, she understands, according to her own words. So there was nothing to educate about. She came up there to say, well, I know better than you. And it's something that you're doing. And then she went to say it's something that women doing that are not getting better results.
Great point.
Why they think Black women aren't married? This is my question, right? And it's because of you Black men, right? The ones who talking about we control marriage, y'all not married, but there are a lot of women on here who are married. There are a lot of Black women who are married. Just as many Black women are married as Black men. But even y'all, like, right? We speak as if people aren't married or not getting married.
Matter of fact, I want to know, Josh, is your black wife married? Oh, hold on. Let me find out. Hey, KT to go. Is your black wife married?
Yeah. Y'all say that count for nothing though. Y'all say even
hey,
if I got a Black woman,
is your black wife married?
She better be.
But my black wife being married is obviously not a positive.
Wait, before y'all pivot, I have a question for the brothers because I've been sitting here listening, right? And I didn't hear the exchange, right? I was out here earning my keep and I didn't hear the exchange. But when I hear the sisters say they're engaging in a conversation with another woman, it always baffles me when the biggest pushback is from the brothers. And I'm just curious to know, why are we so invested when the sisters are handling their business? Why are we so invested in inserting ourselves in that?
And before the fellas answer, that's why I had to fall back when Venus like, God damn it, Sharon, I realized like, oh, I'm overstepping my boundary. Let me shut up and let the ladies handle it. And that's why I was quiet, Venus. When you had Venus, when you was like, damn, Sharon, wanted to ask one question, that's when I realized
Sharon tired of getting his tail whooped. That's what that was.
Yeah, that too. But that's when I realized, like, let me just let the ladies deal with the lady. So
Really?
Venus, cutting you off though.
Willa, to answer your question, wait, can I answer Willa directly?
Yeah.
There's a reason I didn't come up while she was up here, because that wasn't my place to be in. Because every female on this panel has told me when women are handling issues, let us handle it. Cool, I did that. So I sat back and I watched for that time period. And then what I saw was, here's what I'm seeing happening in this live action right now. So afterwards I came up, hey, this is what I noticed. I got a foot broke off of my ass, and I was like, all right, dude, clearly I ain't got shit to say about it. But I'm seeing something that other people are seeing. So maybe I'm not completely out of pocket. That's all.
He asked you about you, and you did not answer at all. He asked you why you
did
what you did.
How did I not answer that question? No, it's just comprehension. We're having comprehension issues today.
We
all
are,
right, so
because you told us why you didn't come up when you didn't come up, and other people feel the same as me, but you never said how you felt, genius. How do you feel? Why did you do it? That's the question.
Yeah, why are you invested when the women are handling business?
I thought I did say I had noticed something that happened during that conversation that made me feel a type of way based on what I saw. And then y'all corrected what I felt.
What was the something?
No. He's
just like that white
you,
woman.
Why are you feeling some type of way when the women are putting in work? Why are you feeling some type of way, black man?
And what was the something? He communicates just like Becky. Answer the question.
Here's what I felt, since clearly you missed it the first time. But I got you, mama. Trust me. What my issue was is that when, quote unquote, Becky popped up and said what she said, while, again, she was being grilled, she responded, again, maybe not even effectively. I'll even give Diva that, because Diva's a monster. When it came down to it, her whole point was, well, I keep hearing that people talk a lot about most black men are negative. Well, my life experience doesn't support that because of my black husband.
Okay.
Because
do you think you're telling us how you felt? Or you?
Yes.
Hold on. I think he's getting to it.
So because how she came in and explaining why she felt how she felt, I didn't feel like she was presenting something negative. I was like, oh, maybe she's trying to understand another perspective that she can't understand. And
this right here is exactly why we. Oh my God.
Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is so
Wait,
annoying.
please. So Josh was telling us by her telling us she already had experience that she was referencing. In his mind, that was her trying to understand somebody else. Okay, got it.
I thought she specifically asked, hey, I'm trying to understand why y'all feel how y'all do. I thought those were her exact words.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Shadow.
Hold on.
Go
When
ahead.
did she say that? That was at the end of the conversation, right? And so again, when she came up here, one of the first things she said was that these men want to be leaders and can't because the women are too aggressive.
Damn.
No, I remember her saying that.
Okay,
no,
and so why
I
did you
definitely
skip
remember that.
over that? So you don't think that we should have responded to that?
No, y'all did respond to that, but notice I didn't bring that up because I understood why you said what you said.
But no,
That's
once
fine.
you say that, a conversation isn't isolated statements,
Right?
right? And so once you say that, here we go.
Right, she set the tone.
No, that's fair. Hold up, that's fair. But like I said, I thought there was a scope to her conversation and why she decided to pop up today.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, all right, well, if that's the scope of her conversation. Sorry, what were you saying?
We don't have to
do that. No, go ahead, Joshua, because I'm still
She
trying
set
to
the
get it. What was
tone.
this issue?
No, Venus. No, I want to know from the brothers. I want to know.
When she came up, she set the tone, and then y'all want the women to then start listening to her, being nice and educating her?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I want to hear from the brothers. I want to understand why y'all find it y'all's business when you see the women handling their business. Why y'all find it I got to put on my cape and go in here and rescue this woman.
Yeah,
when the sisters are handling business.
Let me hop in. None of us did that. Nobody did that at all. They had the situation. The
You
situation was
stop.
Y'all are literally doing it now.
We're listening to the conversation.
KT, I'm with you, bro. We good.
Come on,
we good, brother. I ain't your opposition. We good.
No, I'm not saying you are. You asked the brothers, and I know I'm included in the brothers that, and I'm not even defending nothing. If anything I could say is we're too old to be this disingenuous sometimes. Like I get what you're saying about that could be taken as a shot, but this literally damn near been a conversation for the last 2 days. Are black women aggressive or not? Which one black woman did agree on this? And no offense, it's like Venus said it earlier about the confirmation bias. Y'all will hear something from
black women agree
one
to
of
what?
the people. Now listen
Can
to
you
me. Y'all
answer Chicago's question?
I'm just trying to get my question answered, fam. It feel like we skate.
We're too old to be this disingenuous a lot of times. I don't
Man,
care
that's
about
bullshit,
what y'all
dog
doing
piss,
in
KT.
argument.
Now you know that.
Okay, so how is it bullshit if I'm explaining it to you? Now y'all saying let's
Because
throw that shit
I
out the
asked
window.
you specifically about why you felt the need. If you were jumping in and putting your cape on, why you felt the need to do that. Now the only people that need to answer again, the only people that need to answer are the people that put their cape on.
Right.
But you jumped in there, KT.
Address this. Why don't you say the people that you asked it to? Because you said the men.
My brother, I did. This is where I see it, Sharon. I see it. I see it,
You
Sharon.
say men.
I
Why
get it
did you
now.
feel the need to do something and you didn't do it? Then obviously he not talking to you. Like, do y'all
Because maybe you should
understand
put
the
an
English
address on
language
that shit.
at all?
Yeah,
no,
I understand it needs an address.
KT, and this is the thing that's crazy, right? Y'all will say the same thing about the women.
They slow.
Y'all will have the same conversation about the women. I've been quiet the whole time. I said I wasn't here when I guess it was a white woman jumped up and saying whatever. I'm listening to how the brothers are responding to the sisters. So I get the gist of it. I asked the question and you felt the need to respond in the conversation that you said you didn't participate in.
Yo, if you say I'll need
so
the men to respond up here
I gotta put an address on it because I said men, right? So if I said men are assaulters, right? You will give an explanation for assaulting men?
Yeah, because now it seems as if you're not specifying and you're saying that's men
come
in
on,
general.
man. Now this the bullshit dog piss part.
If you said now I need
that's
all
how the
the
English language
men
works.
who done let another man plunge them in their asshole, I need you to explain. Would you have stepped up and started talking?
Oh, good one.
No, thank you for being very specific.
Right.
Like I
But
said,
that's what he said. He said
you were very very specific.
Not that
Those aren't
That's
even the
specific.
same
crazy.
conversation.
Shut up.
It wasn't no
Chicago
different.
That's
Rilla was specific too, because what he said was, I need all the men who felt the need to put on a cape and jump in. So he said the men who put on the cape. If you didn't put on the cape, then shut up. Shut
Right.
up.
But they understood that gay shit, that was too direct for him. He understood that, but Rilla was just as direct.
Is it just me, or do you ladies notice? Do you ladies notice that
man. Let me get back to
these
work,
men
man.
are
Y'all
quick
got
to
it.
jump up?
Gorilla. Let me respond to Rilla. Okay. The issue that I have is I didn't even hear the back and forth with the white lady, but the issue that I constantly have when white women come to the panel, black women get over emotional. They do not handle business. It looks like they are the white women.
So we can.
Right, she need a microphone, my brother. You sound like you are working or something in the background. I'm gonna try to let's see. Let me see. Yeah, try to talk again.
All right. To me, white women are just human beings. White
No, it's
women
still
are
doing it.
just.
It's when somebody else talk while he off of mute.
All right.
Is it the echo cancellation?
Royce need to leave until he get a decent mic.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Royce. I don't know when you talking. It is a lot of static. I'm not sure what that is. It's worse than what it was before. Go ahead, Diva.
All right, yeah, we can't listen to stupidity on the bad mic. Bridget M7, $10 for 5 F-bombs to redeem in advance. Thank you, my good lady. The Verbal Assassin, FAFO, $5. The fact that she said, I'm married to a black man with her chest is wild behavior. Agreed.
Sharon, am I blocked?
No. In the chat?
Yeah, I'm in the chat under one of my other names. I'm fighting for my channel back under the Bomb Cherry name because
Did you go to the top and press all messages?
Yeah.
Instead of top messages?
No, but it's showing on the TV. I'm looking for it on TV. Do y'all see Bomb Cherry live in the chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why is
Yes,
that?
yes, ma'am. We see you.
Okay.
No, it's what Verb said. Sometimes you got to put all chat. I don't know why YouTube do that.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll do that and I won't see my thing and then my comment and then I go up. It's like these bars at the top and you hit it and it'll be on top messages, but you got to put it on all messages and then your comment will show up. You'll
I'm
see
talking
it.
about on the TV though. How do you do it on TV? Y'all know?
Oh,
we'll do the same
Oh,
thing.
you're just on your TV. You're not on your phone.
Yeah, no, I don't ever be on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching the chat on TV, but I see y'all say y'all see it, so that's cool.
Yeah, we see
I'm fighting my channel. I left some people in charge, went to sleep. I got back with 3 strikes.
Are you serious? Was that the other night? Was that last night or the night before? Because I heard you.
Yeah, the night before.
I heard you leave it. Yeah, I heard you leave
That
it.
was KT.
Yeah, I don't know what they did.
Hold on, what they was reviewing something?
Hell, they must have been reviewing a lot. I got 3 strikes. I woke up to messages from Yahoo about music reviews.
Oh no!
I was I
no!
don't do that on my channel. I don't know why they did that, but that's what happened. I was like,
no, the only music that played was mine.
Hey, Bon, I'm gonna hit you in the back
Is
chat. Let me know.
Do the beat belong to you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you talking about? I don't know when you was. I saw when you was there, but I don't know. I'll look and
so
see
that's why we got kicked
you
off.
might say in that time.
Oh, y'all just don't play music on other people's channel when that host isn't there, because if y'all don't know how to do it correctly, then you'll get somebody's channel in trouble.
Yeah, I about to say I wasn't running the channel though. I just came in and then part of the conversation was like,
Yeah, and that's why I try not to play too many videos, even when I'm just even doing reviews. I'm very nervous about even just reviewing nowadays because
me too. That's why the way I do it.
I mean, I just played one song. No, I ain't even play a whole bunch of nothing. I literally played one song, and I ain't gonna lie. You remember that time?
If it was I don't know if it was your song. I don't think it was your song. I don't know. I have to look, but if it was yours, then I'll just fight, you know, and get
Yeah, if it's
permission
hard
from them.
life, if it say hard life, KT to go, that's my shit. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, no, actually, the way that Sharon does it, Sharon, actually, the way you review the videos, I know people will be in the chat like, play the video, but the way you do it is actually safer for your channel. And then also the way Bob does it, she stops a lot and talks. We have a long conversation in between. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do. You can't play too much at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
You got to repurpose it.
Right, Shiesty. The white lady even said that her and her husband be talking about black women.
Right. That was another part.
Exactly.
That,
yeah.
You heard that, Shadow? While you was putting your cape on, or did the wind was in your ear while she's saying that because you was whipping that cape so fast to throw it on?
It's just a selective outrage, to be honest. They skip over all the initial disrespect and then get triggered when we're not allowing the white woman to praise these black men. So it's discredited.
Do we think who
let's
think
be
that
honest,
it's
do we
okay for you to be disrespected? I'm sorry, but I just want to say this. We got to remember who we're talking about. These are people who don't respect us themselves. These are people who think it's completely appropriate to disrespect black women at all times for any reason. So that is why a lot of disrespect goes completely over their heads when anybody's talking to you. That's why.
Because it's normal. It's normal to them. And you notice they don't hop up here and defend black women when somebody is attacking us. They don't hop up here
They
and do
wouldn't
this.
even defend a dead woman and her fucking kids, but they
Exactly.
you see that shit? But they was quick to say this is sick.
Right.
Like she's saying
You're
that
right.
shit with her
Hold
chest
on,
like
Shadow.
she's
Hold
dead
on,
ass
hold on,
serious.
Shadow. You don't get. I'm
No,
gonna give
that's
you a
the
chance.
fifth
Hold
time
on,
she
hold
said
on.
that dumbass shit. Man, every man who popped up here talked about that shit. Man, that's dumbass shit, bro.
Hold on.
Like you always let that shit fly. And she's saying that shit with her chest.
Shadow,
Would you
That's
like me to
crazy.
take screenshots of the chat? Put your email in the back and I'm gonna show you. Put your email in the back and I'm gonna show you.
Hold on, nobody's trying to sound somebody. I just got one request. KT, can you please cam up real quick? I just want to see something real quick.
Sharon.
You know, Bomb got you. Bomb always got you, baby. Bomb always got you.
Do it, Bob. Do it, Bob.
I want KT to cam up right next to
I
Royce.
ain't shit. I always love when Bomb get in her bag. Do it, girl. I'm always gonna support it.
Go ahead, Shadow. You wanted to say something. Try to calm your ass down and get
Wait, I will say something before he jumps into his anger, because I want to say, so why these white women think that black women are looking at them and looking at that man and thinking, oh, you taking our men from us. Because if we see these men, we probably thinking, her dumb, like, come on.
Thank
now.
you for taking out the trash.
Yes, take the trash out.
Yeah, we don't care at all.
And that's what she.
Can I respond?
What the fuck is that noise?
Excuse me, Black Queens. Can I respond?
No, Royce, I'm actually gonna drop you.
Well. Anyway, she said she was talking about black women, and y'all got triggered. Why did y'all get triggered when she said she was talking about black women? She didn't say anything specific. She said
all black women.
Okay, and y'all not jealous in her man, right? Y'all not jealous of her man, right?
Why would we be jealous? We don't know him.
You don't know what
We don't want him.
y'all don't know what she said about black women. Y'all don't know.
Sharon, can you go ahead and drop Royce? I see
What
you
did she say about black women? And y'all praise white and
Well,
Sharon.
you was a dumb mofo, right?
Yeah, I don't even want to hear that mic. No, nigga, go get a mic before you ask me.
Yeah, that shit is horrible.
Broke down motherfucker.
Nobody's feeling asked about that dead black woman or her dead children, but they asking me about you see what I'm saying? Like even now, right? The concern is the white woman, not the dead black mother or her kids.
Right. That's the crazy thing about it. Like the whole conversation is in regard of a fucking degenerate doing a horrible thing to women and children. And she came up here talking about how she gets dirty looks from black women because she's with a black man, and she finds offense that black men are looked at as degenerates, and she doesn't feel like that about her husband. Like she literally changed it to that. And then P.H. Diva asked her very important questions, and I was trying to get an understanding of her mindset. But then we clearly knew that eventually throughout the conversation that she just came up here to advocate for men, Black men, and she thinks that she is the understanding, the know all and be all about Black men because she has a Black husband.
It's very clear to me, and I think all of us, that she's married to that type of Black man who, dogs out and talks bad about Black women to her in order to make her feel special and superior, which has given her the gumption and the notion that she can come and check us about any damn thing in regards to Black men. Now, the fact of the matter is, and I think every Black woman on here will agree, is that when we see Black men with white women, we don't give a shit. We really don't. I do not. Maybe they're stuck in a time capsule back in the 90s when that was a thing. Oh, you're taking our Black men, this, that, and the third. But we're in 2026. It's a pretty common thing to see. And I mean, I live in California, so it's a pretty common thing to see with both genders, right? Of the interracial dating, we see it all on TV. Like, they want us. And what I have noticed, I will say this, is that it's not the Black women mad dogging them. It's when you see them, they are watching us. I don't have any of you Black women experienced that. You women
Yes.
experienced that, where they
Yeah,
are
they're
looking at
watching your
us to
response.
see if we're going to care. They want us to care. And so it seems like most of these types of relationships between Black men and white women is to upset their counterpart.
Yeah.
So why are y'all, I mean, like, so is this really about love, or I don't understand?
So
Why do you
Bird,
care
can
so
I ask
much
you?
what anybody thinks? And hold on, the last
Okay, my
thing.
bad.
She's
Yeah, I
also
got you.
talking about how, why are you out with the love of your life and your head is on the swivel trying to see what anybody thinks about it?
Right.
Why?
Great point.
Bird, just I can even concede to everything y'all said, and I actually agree with most of it. It just is what it is. My question is this: is it possible that the lady who popped up on this panel literally has experienced something like that from Black women? We don't know where she is. We don't know what her area is like. Is it possible that there are people still in this country who feel some kind of way when they see swirling couples?
Okay,
And
but
that's all
even
I'm
if she
asking.
did, okay, yes, so yes, let's say that, okay, she is getting Black women in their minds looking down on her when she passed by with her strong Black men. So what? What she here telling us for?
Right.
So if she's trying to understand, and again, from what I heard, she's
Right.
trying
And
to
so what's
understand
because we
why.
don't think like that.
Right.
So how we gonna explain it to her? If she should have asked those Black women when they did it, why she didn't ask them if she
Exactly.
want to understand?
Right.
What the hell she coming up
Exactly.
here asking us for? How we gonna know? And for you to
Y'all
sit your
have
Black ass there and suggest that we should know and be willing to tell her, just let me
That's
know how
crazy.
retarded you
what?
is.
Diva,
That
I'm
is
asking you
ridiculous.
just ask, you know what, you're right. Again, I know when to have that fight. I'm not going with you because you're standing on what you're saying. Because get this, Diva, me and you have even had conversations about people's body language. If this lady is saying, hey, there's some
Right.
body language that
Okay, great.
indicates
Why didn't she ask those women? They were giving her the body language. They could have told her what they was thinking. What's she over
no,
here asking us for? Okay, and so
and
why do
that's
we need to be the spokesperson for women we don't even know?
and that's fair. That's also
Okay, so
fair.
then what did
But
you
Diva,
want us to do with her?
do y'all not have specific opinions about Black men on a regular basis? Maybe
Okay.
y'all see men in a way she doesn't, and she's trying to understand what y'all are trying to get at.
Not when
Maybe
she
I
coming
Okay,
don't
so
over here. No, not when she coming over here and telling us that the Black men want to lead, but we too aggressive and telling us what a woman's role is supposed to be. No, she was not over here to learn or to understand what we think. She was over here to try to be the antithesis to us, knowing that you Black self-hating dummies would pedestalize her for it. And that's exactly what y'all did. So congratulations for being a Black self-hating dummy.
Are you
They
saying
yep,
a
can't
blight?
get
they know
Wait, are you
y'all
saying
well.
blight?
approved.
They know y'all well. They know y'all very well.
Yeah, they
Blight?
know.
Like
Blight. That's how
BLIKE?
old Black people in Florida and Georgia say black.
Oh, okay. All right, I thought that was a different word. All right, got you. I can
The
see.
fact that you don't know
God
that.
damn, that's
Right,
crazy.
right.
I
And
watched,
like
I
we
Look,
watched
we
I'm
wouldn't
from
Josh.
even let you
Montana.
talk to
I
us.
watched
We
Josh.
wouldn't even
We
let
don't
you
care
talk to
about
us white
Montana.
as you
Look,
is.
I'm
I
from
watched
Montana.
Josh.
I
I
know.
watched Josh go to that white channel over there, and he was up there just like he here, but he was smiling and cheesing. He didn't start crashing out like a big baby over there, angry. So I
We were in the same team because I definitely did. When it came to certain situations, absolutely. That's my character as a
you
whole.
started crashing out and
I'm not
crying.
stable
So
like that.
I didn't
No,
see
I don't
that.
cry.
But I
So, but
wasn't there like
here's,
God damn, man.
but here's the thing.
God.
So Diva pointed out a great point, right? When we talk about men doing certain things and certain characteristics, y'all want to defend men. But we would say, oh, what about that man that took a plunge up his ass? Y'all would run away from that conversation. Why do y'all pick and choose when y'all want to talk about men? That's it's weird.
Sean, because there's a difference between that man and men in general. And again, we've all had this conversation in the last 4 days.
No, it's not. Have you seen the hospital reports lately?
No, I haven't. If you're about to talk about, okay, look, you know what? I know when to not fight with you too, nigga. I'm gonna send you your $2. You got me. Y'all won that conversation. KT, tag in.
Nah, I ain't really got the tag in. I mean,
I got a whole new profile picture. So, Diva called me a coon 7 times.
Nah,
So
yeah, don't.
I'm now
So
knee coon in. I got it.
I don't understand. So like when I'm describing violent men and saying men are dangerous, for some reason y'all would jump out the window and say, "No, man, men ain't dangerous." And then we could pull up stats.
The same reason why when we talking about
we could
people,
put up
black
data.
women being,
We could
Here
put
he
up,
goes with his whataboutism,
it's
Sherrod.
not whataboutism.
It is. It
The
is. Every time
whataboutism
anybody
is
says
where y'all
anything
got it in
about
the
black men,
instantly.
you can never stay on the topic.
I'm
Here you come
not.
talking about, well, what
I'm
about the
saying it's
women's though?
human.
What
No,
about
it's
the women's
humans.
though?
It's
You do it all the
humans. I
time.
always
It's
say yes,
childish.
humans. It's humans.
No, you say
You
women.
as a woman
That's what you
can't say
said. You
explain the
just said it.
differences in a
You
man at
just said
all.
it. You literally just said it. Well, the same way that
You as a
women.
woman
Shut the
cannot
hell
explain
up.
the differences in men at all. Just how y'all ask people all the time, well, what makes a good woman? Y'all can't really explain what makes a good man. Y'all explain what y'all want in a man.
Not the
Y'all
deflection.
and none of y'all. It's not
Deflection
deflection.
again.
Always
I
the
say all the
deflection.
time,
what
Always.
we
we
are
want,
humans. This is
what
human
we want
nature.
in a man is what
And
make
then
a
y'all
good
make
man to us. That was
okay. So
crazy that you said that.
so when y'all ask the question in the reverse, do y'all be making sense? No,
No,
y'all do
Yes.
the
these
fact
same
is,
things.
the fact
How we up
is,
Is
here now
anybody
having the
thinking
whole
about that right
conversation?
now?
hold on, y'all.
Go
Hold on,
ahead.
Is he
please.
making sense?
Hold on, please. I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. If I say men are dangerous, you would jump up out the window. If I say men get plunges and goddamn Hot Wheel cars stuck up their ass, are you gonna jump out the window and defend
Yeah,
men?
because you lying.
What am I
Yeah, you
lying
lying,
about?
period. You lying,
What
period.
am I
If you saying it in
lying
the
about?
context of
Hold on,
most, then that's what y'all constantly talk about.
hold on. Saying I'm a liar is a very strong
I
word.
said, yeah, if you're lying.
What
You
am I
lying, and in
lying
that
about?
situation, you'll be
Okay, so
lying.
I'm asking you a question. What am I lying about?
Because on this show, y'all talk in the context of most men, or all most of the time.
Don't tell
For
me
real.
about in this show.
Stop.
I'm
No.
asking you.
You're
I'm
being
asking you a
disingenuous.
question, very specific question. What am I lying about? That's
You
very
gave a
specific.
scenario. You would be lying in that situation because on this show, you mostly talking most men or all men. So if all of a sudden you now bring up randomly, some dudes get matchbox machines stuck up their ass. Okay,
I never
true.
talk about. Hold on, I ain't never put nobody in the all category in my life.
Boy,
Never.
Find the clip. I literally gave the men a name.
We can
And
squash this.
once 4 days ago, you did say most.
We literally
But most
got
is not all.
We literally
but
got
that's what
two
I've been
different-
talking about. That's what I'm saying. This is where y'all get disingenuous. I said multiple words. I said most or all. Now you're sticking on all.
We can actually just squash this real simple. It's a real easy thing to squash.
Hold on.
Josh, I will load a bullet up for you right now, sir.
Hold on. I don't know why we starting to get Tourette's. We didn't even hit 3 hours yet. I literally gave them two different acronyms. So I'm speaking about very specific people. And then we also have the people that get themselves the manosphere. That is very specific people. Why are we trying to act as if we don't understand a conversation? Go ahead.
They don't like to listen. That's why. Because if you say all the red pill men, then you mean all of the red pill men, not all men, right? So if they're not red pill, then he's not referring to you. But they don't.
But that's not what y'all be talking about.
But that's
what I'm
not
saying.
what
Y'all
you
too
said,
old to
Bond.
be.
No,
Y'all
I'm
too old to be
just
this
listen.
disingenuous.
I'm just giving an example, y'all. Just like he gave an example with the thick plunger beating up a man's ass. That was an example. He didn't. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, but the point is, y'all literally be arguing that most men, not even manosphere men, are still manosphere men. That's literally y'all arguments every day. We're men up here who are married to black women, do a lot of things that would be good for the black community or good to our black families at least. And then y'all still say y'all hate black women and y'all don't really y'all just stupid niggas don't want to listen.
So not
We the men with y'all somewhat.
A
That's
red
what
pill
I'm saying.
man, a red pill man can still be married. Did you know that?
You see how you now change this to something different. We're not. That's
But KT,
nobody ever argued this.
You do realize that y'all have taken the attention away from
every
the
time
video we were watching where we were talking about that those black women and those black children who were harmed, and y'all did that to try to cape for a white woman.
every time.
That's fair. I'm sorry. She's not wrong. Yeah, I'm fucking about that. My bad. My bad, Diva and everybody else.
The coon chip
Is
was
your name
activated.
KT?
The coon chip has been activated.
Long time.
I'm in my coonism right now. I'm cool with it. It is what it is.
So now, what's your thought on that, KT? When we trying to talk about something that is very serious, y'all try to, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how y'all keep trying to act like it's me.
I have a question. So whenever y'all were watching this video, do most women on this panel, and I'm asking the women on this panel specifically, do y'all believe this is most black men or that
Oh,
black
he was doing that.
Sorry, what?
I thought he was asking KT a question. I thought he was in the middle of doing that. That's what I thought.
Oh shit, my bad. Sure, did you say something?
So I don't know. I just think it's just so. I don't even know what to think about this shit no more. To be honest, like I thought I had a question, Venus, but like they just time and time again just prove opposite of what they say. Y'all say one thing, but your actions is producing something completely different.
Say it, sure. Just say it with your chest, Sharon. They prove the women right. Just say that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say it. But that's what it
Yeah.
is. Every opportunity
Right.
they take, if you have any conversation about any women, these very insecure, fragile ego, attention seeking, attention starved having men who are really children in the mind. It's like kids, right? When you show one kid attention, that other one is going to do everything in their power to get the attention back on them. And that's what we literally see every time there's a conversation about something serious concerning black men. Women, you're gonna see a bunch of black men come up here and do all type of diversion tactics. Royce came up here just talking about a bunch of nothing to do with the conversation. KT did the same damn thing. He want to argue with us about this white woman, even though he saw the same exchange we all saw, right? But all of them, no one's focusing on the black woman and her child who got killed, right? No one is holding that man accountable, right? That's what it's a diversion. You won't see that, but you'll see everything else. Just like those men in the video, just like the men that were in your chat this morning, who he called himself crashing out about as if I'm lying. I don't lie on anybody. They were literally arguing with Sharon. Nobody wanted to address that man was wrong, right? So all of you in the chat on the panel collectively have proven the women right yet again. What's the problem?
But these are the men who quote unquote care about the community though.
Right. That's the part that's crazy.
No, they don't. No, let's not get that twisted. Because they use words like community and say things like the community is dead. Right. So these are not those men. These men are self-indulgent and focus on exceptional individualism. And as long as them and theirs are straight, they good until it comes to their doorstep.
Right.
Then when it come to their doorstep, then we all in this together, y'all.
We all in this together.
Right.
We got to fight against the oppression, y'all.
And then somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but that Royce guy, isn't he the one who always, when he gets on the panel, he'll say things like, I love my black queens and I'll fight to the death for a black woman. Isn't he the one that said that, or do I have him mixed up with somebody?
My brother was confusing me, sister. He was
Girl,
confusing me.
Right. But then as soon as the white woman pops up, he turns on us. I'm confused.
I told you these black men have racial inferiority complex.
They do.
Low racial self-esteem. They desperately crave for proximity to whiteness because whiteness to them represents power. That what the white man truly has, which what they want. So the next best thing for them is to have a proximity to it. And they've convinced themselves, well, if I can have their women, they'll see me as equal. So
right.
That's why for a lot of them,
it's wild, but if we were to say that
priority.
every time somebody's talking is being a victim, then we're fucked up for saying that.
Was
even
I
though what you're
talking?
saying sounds like a victim.
Or is a hit dog hollering? Which one? Because I didn't address
both.
you. I didn't
Both.
address you.
Yeah.
If
I mean, I still fit in.
Oh well.
I'm still in men. I'm still in the section of men. Sorry.
And
so when you say men
on here, but you're the one talking. Interesting, right? Oh, okay.
So
I mean, I just watched what Willa did, so I'm just saying.
So Shadow wants us to explain to the white woman and hold her hand through her quote unquote confusion. Yet every time Josh can't get a sentence out before black
but we
white
wouldn't
Josh.
do that for no white man. We wouldn't hold
that's what I'm
space
saying.
and try and understand
this other Josh guy that's up here, Rilla, is white, and every time he opens his mouth, Shadow wants to kick him off. Yet he's up here telling us that we needed to hold this white lady's hand while she's disrespecting us and being passive aggressive in our face, like we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, since you're gonna lie on my motivations,
white woman is
let's go ahead and say what I actually did. Because I told Josh why I did what I did. So be fucked up about it. I don't really care. But I know why I did what I do, because I do that to support you on regular.
We know why you did what you did. Also, we know why you did what also, because you don't kick KT the goat off when he talking nonsense, even stuff that you don't agree with. You don't kick Keon.
You are lying through your teeth.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
I kick Keon literally every day.
Nothing crazy before.
I popped up one day and kicked KT off just because I fuck with KT and brought him back 10 minutes later.
They're chasing proximity to whiteness and they're mad that we see them. Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, let me ask KT. KT, you from the South, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When y'all see women tussling, maybe when you was growing up, because like you said, we too old for the goofies, right? But when you was young and you saw women tussling, and they, the bras are coming off. They got the Vaseline on their face. They took off the hoop earring. They pulling each other hair. They windmilling. All of those things. Did you feel inclined to? Yeah. Did you feel inclined to jump in, or did you let them sort that out?
No, they handled that.
It was a one-on-one fade, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about when they might be jumping one of them? Three girls on one.
If you want me to keep it a buck, results may vary. Depending on
may vary, but were you more inclined to jump in, or did you let them help us handle their business?
They gonna handle their business. I ain't getting it.
They gonna handle their business. That's essentially the question I was asking.
Yeah, for sure.
That's essentially.
Yeah, when we're dealing with a woman, let us deal with the woman. We let y'all deal with the men. So
I didn't know we jumped in when y'all were dealing
out
with
of it. You don't come here and chastise us about it.
I think you keep missing it because you said you wasn't present. You went back and listened, and then you went out of your way like a boomerang to inject yourself into that.
Because the woman was saying something that he wanted to. No, the woman was saying something that they wanted to hear.
Oh Lord!
They wanted. You need to be saying something about yourself and what you got going on all damn day. You shouldn't have a liquor conversation for nobody or nothing else. What are you talking about when you see something that might be wrong? Say something. Okay?
I mean, I do what I'm supposed to do every day, Diva. So I don't understand
why. Nigga. No, the fuck
how
you
the
don't.
hell you figure that?
Because
all right,
you
Diva,
get up
since
here
you got
and
that
act
point.
a damn fool every day.
Okay.
Right. Something's
like
wrong
most
with
of us
you
do.
mentally.
Like, hold up, like
There's
most of
something
us.
wrong with you
Diva, you do the
mentally.
same thing every day.
There's something wrong with you mentally. I do not act
Diva,
like you,
we're not
honey.
doing the same
I will
thing.
cuss a bitch out, but I don't be going through all the changes that you go through.
Diva, you cuss
So now miss me
everybody
with
out.
that shit. I do
Wait,
cuss
Diva, you're
people out.
cussing
Absolutely.
You
I
do.
cuss
All right.
people out. That's not what you do. You come up here and have tantrums. You come up here and go through all these
No, you
shit.
just.
Boy,
No, you're right. You
cut
just
it the
dog
fuck
people.
out. Cut it.
No, you
Right.
just
I
dog
do.
people.
I tell the truth. And I sure do. And if the truth is an insult, then that's an indication that you need to change your behavior or change something else about yourself. If me telling you what I'm seeing is insulting to you, then that means that you got some changes to make. So now what? I'm letting them know. Because
So
I
in the
should be
process
charging
of.
them. I should be
That's
charging
it.
them. Right? I could charge them for that type of service. And so now what you talking about?
I mean, the process of demeaning and the process probably isn't conducive to actually getting your point across. But you know,
It get it
you clearly
completely
should be
across.
charging people.
Everybody understand, just like you understand, which is why now when you come up here and you about to say something crazy, you'll say, and Diva say, and Diva was right when, right? You done said it several times today. So miss me with the fuck shit.
Because
Miss me
again,
with the
Diva,
fuck
I
shit.
also know what
Absolutely.
I'm an actual
Absolutely.
fighter. I know what ring I'm in. And I know
Okay.
that even if you're wrong, you would never admit to that because we've walked through that. And we're gonna have that
Baby,
conversation.
even if I'm wrong, I'm right.
You're right. And that's how come
Right.
how
And
come
you
I
ain't
don't do
never
that fight.
caught me being wrong, though. That's the beautiful thing. You ain't never caught me being wrong. At least not wrong enough to where you had enough sense to be able to articulate how I was.
Diva, I can
Okay.
also admit I'm not as intelligent as
Okay.
you are. And I'm not
Right.
gonna
So then
pretend
shut
to
your
be.
ass up. And
But guess
you
what? I
also
can
done
still
admitted
stand on what I
that you
believe.
got a mental problem. And so you need to set about fixing your mental problem rather than trying to see something and say something when it
It's
comes to
almost
some women.
ironic.
When it
It's
comes to
almost
some
ironic
women.
because y'all do the same thing to men
Right.
daily.
That's because
Like
we are
y'all
above
drag men
reproach.
every day.
Get like us, and then you too can be above reproach. Now, what's next?
Wait, how do you become above reproach?
Right.
So you mean you
By
can't? You
being
gotten to the
better than
point where
you.
you can't be
By
wrong?
being better than you.
Nope, we
So that
can't
means
be
you can't
wrong.
be wrong.
Nope,
By
we
being
can't.
better than
Nope,
you.
we can't.
That's how.
Oh, I bet. At least y'all are open about it.
Right. I'm always 21 about mine.
Okay, so stop being confused. Now you know. Yes, we're above reproach.
I don't
Okay.
think we realize you
Your
self-sabotage
exit
your
point doesn't
argument
matter.
when you start comparing yourself to the ladies.
Not that's really no offense, bro. While I do fuck
Okay.
with you, right now you're tap dancing with them, and I'm not gonna deal with that.
Okay, cool.
I can't talk with you about it because you playing games.
No, I'm not playing
you
games.
won't
I'm
call
not
out when
comparing
somebody's
myself
out
to
of
no
pocket.
woman. I don't expect equal treatment for men, right? As we would treat women. And you just said that out your mouth, right? And I didn't insult you. So I'll tap dance or whatever else you're saying, but I'm always gonna make the distinction between how the men should operate and the women should operate. Right? Misplace that
There's
anger
a
somewhere
level.
else, my brother.
There's a level of respect that has to be followed, and it doesn't. And you're like, oh, it's cool because men and women are the same, but respect is universal.
No, that's what I'm
Hold
saying.
up.
I didn't.
Brother,
Go ahead.
let me ask you a
KT.
quick question.
Go ahead.
As a man, right? You right. We ain't gonna hop in, but as a leader too, you gonna say something about how the women at least around you operate. Like, there's nothing wrong with correcting with because I'm not, that's what I'm saying. I ain't really in the argument about Josh defending the white woman. My thing is how we be handling shit. No offense, that's bullshit. Nobody's against you know what I'm saying? And listen, we being good men, even if these are peoples, we can be like, come on, you know that sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get if it's a joke, but even then, because the people in the crowd don't understand this is a joke. That's the other thing we as the people on the panel really understand.
Right now, I'm confused with what you're saying.
Like,
what are you saying
not
as
supposed to
leaders? We
lead
should
the
be
women
correct.
around us.
No, I got you. But on this stage in particular, what were we supposed to correct?
What you mean?
Exactly.
Like, if we how we approach each other, how we do things. Period. Because if we saying we men taking accountability, which we should be, it's no problem with that at all. Like, we can also say to people, women, it's also women who gotta be with us, and you have to take some accountability too. We can't just sit here and say all kinds of willy-nilly shit because people will misinterpret that. That's good leadership, making sure the shit that we put out don't get misinterpreted.
So let me
But y'all never
question the
tell us what we need to
correction.
take responsibility for. You just say the buzzword.
So what was the correction? What was the correction? Was the correction was that we was just supposed to allow that woman to come up there speak her piece, say her opinions and views, even though she doesn't have any understanding about Black women or Black women's experience with Black men, even though she feels that she can speak because she's married to a Black man. Was we just supposed to just to let that go?
Is that not something Sharon once asked
No,
for?
hold on.
He said he's willing to
Stop,
have that
stop,
conversation
stop.
with other people.
That's not stop. That's not what I even just thought. I literally
We
just
had
said
the
the thing
damn
that was.
conversation. Y'all just didn't like how it went.
I
Right.
literally just said the thing that should have been changed in this situation where we saying we cannot be reposed. That's ridiculous.
Reposed? What is that? What the fuck is reposed?
Yo, Diva, you gotta relax.
No, I'm trying to understand what he's saying. What do you mean we cannot be reposed? We didn't say anything like that.
Right. I'm still trying to wonder what is the fucking correction. Y'all have not explained what is the correction from the past conversation that was had on the panel. But like 3 people came up here to correct something that happened, but they cannot explain it in words.
Hey, just smashing somebody for trying to have an effective conversation is probably not conducive for a positive relationship. I'm just saying. Since we're talking about solution-based games. So
Shadow,
hold up, you just asked a
explain it.
specific question. So
Okay,
I'm trying
explain to me.
What relationship you talking about? What conducive relationship we was gonna have? With who?
Y'all are talking about community, building Black men to be better, right? If this woman who is married to a Black man can see something that y'all are saying that
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Oh my
don't
God.
ask the fucking
oh my
question,
God.
goofy broad.
Oh, bro.
Like all that dumbass shit is pointless. And that's how come nobody answers the
Oh, but
fucking
that's the
question.
dumbass shit you
I'm
do,
just
you
saying,
ignorant
dumbass
motherfucker,
shit.
you. That's the dumbass shit that you
Right.
do.
But
Up
you
here
still finna
caping
play
for
victim.
a bum ass white raggedy
But you
ass
still finna play
cave
victim.
bitch like you
But
gonna get
every
some
Black
white
man in the
pussy.
world is
Go
against
get
you.
some white pussy, motherfucker.
But
I don't
every
give a
Black man,
fuck.
I've been
But
there,
shut the
been there,
fuck
done
up,
that.
because you can't check
Yeah, full
nobody.
story.
What
That don't
what
mean
happened
again.
happened, and if another white cave bitch comes up here, it's gonna happen again.
And
Cool story.
Berber,
And
hold
get
on,
this.
hold on.
Y'all are
Hold
having a
on, and
conversation,
Berber,
Sharon.
hold on. And Verbal Assassin, you need to curse somebody out like you on a budget that you said you on.
I know. Count me up. I
Wait,
couldn't
didn't
take no more,
Verbal
y'all.
just
My
get a new
tolerance is
dog?
low.
She just spent
It's low.
$2,500 on a new dog.
No, like 3,600 on a new dog.
God,
Yeah,
boy,
it was
y'all something else,
3,600.
man.
That's
Yeah,
why
it was
my budget is low.
Now, if y'all
That's
want to
why.
correct something, that's what y'all should be correcting.
That's why.
Wait, but here's
Hold on
one
now.
thing I wanted to
Hold
say.
on now. My dog is a purebred, okay? It's
I'm
a
messing
And
with
to
purebred
you,
be
bro.
fair, that
Cavalier
dog
King
is
Charles
adorable.
Spaniel. Look it up.
But this is what I wanted to say.
It's a
We
King
have
Charles Spaniel?
Bomb Cherry up here. We
Yeah.
have Verbal Assassin that was married before. Bomb Cherry's married up here. Bomb Cherry don't say anything negative about her husband. And she has plenty of times cursed out men that she think ain't shit and men that she said, nah, you good, right? So we have an example of someone who can say, nah, that's not everyone. You really need someone outside to say that to us? When we have examples every day that could tell you that we have women saying that every day. It's not only just the one side, the polar opposite side. So why did we need that woman to come up here and quote unquote, I guess, show us an example that not all Black men is shit? We're literally on a panel with a Black man who has a white wife and we don't think he's shit. You see examples every single day, but yet you need us to hear it from somebody else.
MJ, to address you directly, that's not even what my issue was. At some point, Sharon opens that conversation. And when that conversation got started, again, even if I can give y'all the fact that she came out completely out of pocket in the ball, and I can accept that, fine. But the way that, again, even when you're looking at the way other people were saying it, we're just saying the way we saw it, y'all went on the attack. And again, I'm sitting back and I'm listening to that conversation again. Hold on,
So you see
and
that she
I
went
sat
on
back and I
attack.
was listening. Like, yes, ma'am. I went
So
back and I
wait
was
a minute.
re-listening
So she
again, and
came
that's why
up
I
attacking
apologize
us.
when I said to begin with. But I still brought up the fact that, well, if her intent was to come in to try to have that conversation because she is othered even by as she said, even by her own people because of the choice of who she chose to marry.
That was an attack on black women.
Again, I'm not arguing that, Diva.
Own people to other her.
No.
Boy, if you don't shut your ass up,
Diva.
this is not Mammy, and we is not driving Miss Daisy in this motherfucker. Are you serious?
Wait, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what your dumb ass don't. Of course your dumb ass don't, which is why you need to shut up, Shadow. You need to just shut
God,
up.
You use the reference, Diva. I just don't understand the fucking reference.
Shut up.
It's a movie.
Okay.
How am I white and I know what driving Miss Daisy is? What the hell is going on here?
Okay, we want. Okay, now we finna take a vote. Everybody on the panel. Do we want white Josh or do we want black Josh?
No. You can't get rid of black Josh.
White Josh.
White Josh.
White Josh. White Josh.
Yeah.
I need black Josh here for a moment. I got questions, right? I got put in timeout in the corner like a child.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on, white
now
Josh.
that
Hold on. Let me read this.
Go ahead.
All right. B Snazzy, $2. I reposed to send this super chat. Thus, reposed. You know what? You ain't shit.
Oh shit, that's too funny. Now, Mr. Alignment, he got something to say. I don't know. A lot of y'all men have something to say, but y'all never actually say it to my face. So y'all never stay on topic. It's weird.
I got a crazy question here, because and this is just an outside observation, but it seems like, and this question is for the men. It seems like all of your critiques of how the women, I guess, behaved when it came to the other lady that came up, right? It seems like your critiques are based on what you won't do. And so the women are doing it. Could it be the case that it's basically women are just really in charge? They're running the show. I don't mean this show, right? I mean in life. Could it be the case that y'all are just offended that they're actually doing their job in society, and it really just boils down to what the hell are we doing? Because this is what it sounds like to me.
No,
Josh,
no man.
Black Josh.
I was told I can't shoot Josh anymore, so I'm good.
Oh, you can put me in the corner?
No, I don't want to put you in the corner. You're good, bro. Like, I don't even care like that.
It's okay, Josh. You know what? I love you so much that if you send me your mailing
Whoa,
address,
no, pause.
I'm going to mail you. I'm going to mail you a white card. You can have a white card, sir.
Damn.
God damn.
Hey,
That's
you
what
know
he
what?
been working
I was gonna
for.
respect everybody. I was gonna respect their opinion and let you stay. But Diva's gonna shoot me anyway, so I'm taking you with me. I learned from white culture, sir.
Dying.
Smart man. I will give you at least that much. But I want to point out, it is a recognition that Diva just dragging everybody. The question is why? Why can nobody contend with her? Why is it? Is it because she's in charge?
Well, that is, she's smarter than most of the people who pop up. So if I'm keeping a buck.
It ain't intelligence. It's the action. This is how we
you don't understand her word game. Her word game is savage. Diva's word wordplay is vicious.
That's because she's lived longer than all of us. That's experience, right? But
stop sucking up, Josh.
Wait, I don't know if that's true though. I think Diva's a little older.
Education, right? Education. So why you black men won't go get the education? So a woman won't be ahead of you. You say you're the leader. But y'all against.
Look, I ain't trying to lead Diva. I ain't got time for that crazy ass conversation. I'm not trying to lead Diva nowhere.
Diva is just a representation of black women, because even that other dude was up here when he volunteers, but the black woman is the one putting things in place. Like, I started a nonprofit. I realize now all the women and nonprofits that I dealt with, you know who was putting that, who created that? A black woman. I haven't come across any, but it was a black man, unless it had something to do with sports, right? And even then, a black woman helped him even create that. She was standing on the side of him, or maybe a little in front of him. So the question is, y'all want to be against black women, but when are y'all gonna do y'all part? Even with my husband, right? As far as volunteering in the community and stuff, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to be busy working and wanted to come home and chill. But shit, I had the whole family volunteering, helping me with my nonprofit and everything. So for you men to come up here and fake like y'all care about the community, that shit crazy.
It is a little crazy. I guess we could try to jump back into the video. We're going to see while we watch the video together with the brothers on the panel, we're going to see what they agree with or disagree with what is being said on the panel. Not about what we said 10 years ago on our show. Because that's what they keep saying. Y'all say this, y'all say it, but they have no proof about what we say. It's insane.
And I just want, wait, let me say this before you play. I am the oldest one on this goddamn panel. Don't be calling nobody older than me, okay? I'm the grandma up here. Okay, thank you.
Allow those of us who are actual advocates, those of us who have actually helped save lives, reunify families, help couples navigate domestic violence cases, and help the women and men that have been victims deal with this publicly and privately. Your concerns are not needed or wanted if your motives for this conversation are coming from a place that you believe that all men are guilty, that all men should be avoided.
Hey, you think people would say something if I wore this thing on my head? What you think?
I could make you one. I'm gonna put some fringe on it.
Yes, they gonna talk shit about you, boy.
Put a little pink on it.
But that society and women don't have the capacity to help or harm a man's mental health, even within a relationship.
Say what?
That all men should be avoided, or that society and women don't have the capacity to help or harm a man's mental health, even within a relationship. If you are going to speak on domestic violence, try your...
Huh?
Oh no, I was just saying that's crazy. Sorry.
What you thought? What you thought was crazy about it?
That he's saying like, society and women have the the ability to hurt or harm your mental health. Society, societal forces, what's going, like you lose your job, that type of thing.
Right.
Yes.
You get divorced.
Yeah, but some woman or man, I guess if you subject yourself to it, I guess, but like, that's when you got to extricate yourself. So I don't know. I just feel like that's a way for him to put his foot in the door to trying to blame women for men being crazy or men's mental health, or somehow making it our responsibility to ensure that
she had
have
to do
mental health.
something to him, right?
Right.
Society did something to him. Society beat him down so much that he finally snapped.
Right.
Okay. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't get it. But maybe my brothers could understand it.
Your best to actually do so in a comprehensive manner, not in a pandering one, in a superficial 6th grade level of assessment of understanding boys and men and abuse within intersexual dynamics. If you view this as a time, an opportunity to warn society to be on guard and scared of men in general, and not specific behaviors and traits in men and women that can result in this, you hate.
Wow. That's crazy. So we shouldn't be afraid of men. We should be afraid of the characteristics of men and women. So we're in this topic. It has anything to do with a woman. Like, do you have a woman as comparable to this man? Where is she? If it's a man and woman thing. Maybe KT got it. KT, you got a woman that is comparable to this man that took 7 of his own children and 1 cousin?
I do not know what you're talking about, bro. Keep it buck.
The Louisiana dude, the dude from Louisiana, Shamar. Do you know about the story?
Nah, I mean I know about him. I'm saying I don't know like of him. Like I know the situation. I don't really.
Right. So you know the situation that he took out his own children.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do or you don't?
I say yeah.
Oh, so what I'm asking, that was supposed to be the topic of that show. Why is he bringing up women that do the same thing as that man without actually bringing up the evidence of a woman that is comparable to him?
I don't know.
That's your brothers.
What do you mean that's my brother?
Okay, so you don't know. All of a sudden, now we don't know. Okay. I wonder if anybody in the chat knows a woman that did the same thing as this man.
Hate men.
What?
You hate women. And you hate the community. If you are pushing for us to be more divided with these situations and stories and not united about tackling and addressing femicide, bi-directional forms of abuse, and disrespect between men and women, blatant and subtle forms of misogyny and misandry, you are treating recognition of humanity as a team sport and not a joint mission. Now it's not.
What?
What about the men? We got to be concerned about the men and fixing them, and what the women are doing to the men. If we want to fix the problem, is what he was saying. Because y'all doing stuff to these men.
Right. Women are doing stuff to men, and then their job is doing stuff to men. Society's also doing stuff to men.
But that's what I talked about when I said, black men have an external locus of control. So they always being put upon. It's not them having any agency as they move through the world. It's everybody's doing something to him, right? And so that's a problem, because people with an external locus of control tend to be less successful, because they'll let small things deter them. And shit, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was associated with certain types of like mental health outcomes. But I don't know that for sure.
Everybody else is good? All right. This is wild.
Time for you to pander.
Oh, again.
Now is not the time to say divestors deserve to die, and that all women can't be trusted, and that all men are predators, or any other insane thing you can conclude every time somebody dies, and that we just all need to just avoid and stay away from each other. If that's your lane, we would prefer that you remain silent. Please stop talking about mental health if you don't know what you're talking about in regards to how to help address these actual issues. Stop referencing it, stop bringing it up, because you don't know how to diagnose, you don't know what you're looking for, and whenever these stories pop off, all you want to focus on is which side you're going to demonize.
Shit, I know a crazy mother effer when I see one. What the hell he talking about?
Interestingly, I did just Google, the relationship between external locus of control and mental health, and is strongly associated with higher rates of depression, anxiety, and psychological distress, right? Because you feel like you don't have no control, you don't have no agency. Everything is happening to you. And so that's just something that I really think is important for us to, if we're talking about black men and they mental health, they have certain thought patterns that work against them. And so maybe trying to, change some of that stuff, might be helpful to them.
Damn. That's just
But ladies, that's something to look for, right? Okay, so now we're gonna move to the tier 2 list, right? And we done all came across men who ain't never done nothing, right? Everybody doing something to them. My baby mama won't, right? It's everybody always doing something to them. They never have a part to play in what's going on, in all of the dysfunction that they always seem to be mired in. And so that's something to look at. When you see that, to run, because this bitch is crazy.
Wow. So all this time I thought I was crazy. I ain't crazy. I always hold myself accountable, huh? God damn. I was playing crazy, Diva.
Yep. Look, and some of the other stuff that type of mindset is associated with is developing a victim mindset where individuals feel powerless to improve their situations, right? Poor coping skills, difficulty managing stress, often leading to avoidance and inability to cope with life's challenges, right? So even in school, just because the teacher want them to sit their asses down and pay attention and participate, right? They can't even find a way to cope with that.
Just sitting down. Men to learn different. We got to be running around in the school, not paying attention and drawing on the desk and putting gum under the seat while talking to a girl on the phone. That's how we learn, by not learning.
We now hold boys to the same standard as men.
Say what?
Do we hold boys to the same standard as men?
We try to hold young girls to the same standards as grown women.
No, we don't.
Yes, I do. Every day.
Why you ask that question?
Because what you just said, like the school thing, that's kids, literal kids.
Right, because we was talking about how kids learn.
Yeah.
And they were saying
Not
that
men.
they were saying
So
that
if the boys jump around, like what's wrong with trying to come up with a different way to help kids? Because we're not talking about men.
Adorable.
Oh, he is a
right,
cutie pie.
because what we talking about, KT, is that it's always some kind of excuse. So now because the teacher tell you to sit your black ass down so you can learn something, y'all use that as an excuse as well. This is the reason why I can't learn, because my teacher kept telling me to sit down and I just want to run around like a crazy person.
Okay. I'm saying, like,
That's
shouldn't
what
we change things? Like, if kids are saying that they're having an issue, shouldn't we probably, like, make a change to help that issue be less of a thing?
What issue?
If the kids are saying they're jumping around, you saying,
The
like,
issue
the boys in school are having a problem?
The issue is the victim mentality. How so? If you're trying to tell us that we need to figure out a way to change the victim, why do so many young black men feel like they are a victim to something?
What are you talking about? If they saying they can't learn a certain way, and then y'all saying, like, okay, that's just your problem. Suck it up, buttercup. I mean, what the fuck? They're kids. Like, what is it supposed to be?
All right, so if a
We as
teacher
adults are supposed to be helping them and
if
navigate.
somebody telling you, like, for you to learn something, you need to pay attention. You saying what?
And
That not paying
if the
attention
reply in multitude is, I can't get it this way, maybe we should just figure out another way to help them. I'm just saying that's me as an adult. If my son, when I try to explain things to him and teach him, he may not get something one way. So I try to figure out a different concept to give him. When he didn't understand money via numbers.
If your son is running around and he says, I can't get it, what are you going to tell him?
What do you mean? If he running around and saying, I can't get it, what the fuck?
If your son cannot stay still, he said, Daddy, I don't get it. What are you going to tell him about not staying still?
Yeah, I mean, most people aren't just up in class running around. So, I mean, that's
all I'm asking is for a very direct answer. If your
but it's just a bad comparison.
If a kid, you trying to teach a kid how to do something, and the kid keeps on moving, and he's not getting the lesson, what are you going to tell the kid to do?
I'm going to change the way that I'm teaching it to him, because they obviously don't have his attention. That's why I just bring it up. Like, when I tried to explain money to my son, because he's 4. So when I tried to explain money with him with, like, numbers, he didn't really get it, right? He didn't really, like, it just didn't click to him the same way. But words he's really good with. So when I started explaining, like, okay, this is a penny, this is a nickel, this is a dime. You get what I'm saying? I get him to get all the words, and then I just make him correlate a number to the word. So then he started remembering off that way. It caught his interest more.
And how was you teaching him? You was teaching him without words before? You got telepathy?
No, I was teaching him with the numbers, like just off pure value. You get what I'm saying? Like the value point was what I was sticking to. Like, this is a nickel and it's 5
let's get
cents.
back to the conversation. When young black men are saying that they can't learn it because they can't stay still. That's what the conversation was about, correct? You said we got to teach them in a different way.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you are teaching a kid something and the kid is continuously moving,
With boys, that
and
means
not
their
picking up
attention
the
isn't.
lesson.
Yeah, with boys, it means it just doesn't have their attention, from what I've observed. So we
So
have to
what?
figure out a way to. With boys, it means you do not have their attention. So therefore, you have to figure out a different way to teach them that will grasp their attention. Again, that's why I'm saying with my son, what does
So
grasp his
how are
attention is
you
words.
again? So are you going to tell the kid to do what?
I'm going to figure out a different way to teach it to him. Like it's a basic way that they tell us to teach people, right? Okay, everybody doesn't grasp it that way.
Okay, so
You can
if
get the
you
same point across in a different way, right?
Again, I'm trying to get a solution out of this. You just saying a different way doesn't mean you saying a different way doesn't mean anything. You do understand that, right?
No, I literally gave you a little.
You did not give a different. You did
I
not give a
did.
different way.
I did. Like I said, my
Okay,
son,
so
he's more attracted to words. Therefore, I stick on teaching him the words and then give him
your
the
son
correlation to the money.
was your son able to sit down and listen to you?
Not really at first. I'm gonna keep it real. He really wasn't. He was trying to, like you
Did
said,
your
move around.
Did your son sit down and listen to you?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Okay, he sat down and listened. So now a kid is not sitting down and listening. How are you going to teach that kid?
As I just said, he wasn't listening the most when it didn't have his attention. It just didn't pique his interest.
Are you going to? Can you answer it?
I'm gonna answer it for the 19th time. Change your approach, Negro. If you don't want to accept the answer, that don't mean that it's not an answer. I'm done.
What
How
is
do
the
you change
approach?
it?
What is the approach?
Can I give an answer? Kind of as an example. So
did you hear an answer from KT before you go?
I heard an answer. It just was a non-answer, right? Because you're asking for specifics, details, and so I'll give you examples or details that you're asking. Basically, if a child is continuously moving around, you remove the choice of motion. If it's a boy, you can generally use, like, I don't know, put him out in the yard, work his little ass to death, right? He will be so tired he cannot move. You might have to postpone the lesson, right? But now you're just addressing the idea of the motion problem, aka the running around. That would be an example.
Okay. So at least we got an answer. Shit. That shit is crazy to me, Diva. I don't.
It's because we're afraid of, if I say that I'm going to take, we call it corporal punishment, right? But if I say that I'm going to take my child out in the yard and work his little butt off, right? Because he won't sit still long enough in class or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. I'm worried about the reputation behind it. Who the hell cares what society has to say? It's your kid. It's a problem. Deal with the problem.
Josh, that don't make sense. As you just said from the beginning, once you enact that, now they're too tired to even learn something. We're talking about how to teach them a certain way.
Yeah.
What you just brought was an example of how to get them to stop running around. But the problem in school, the problem in school is not actual boys running around. They're not paying attention. That's literally the problem. They're not paying attention.
Right.
So I'm addressing the problem in terms of attention, right? Change the approach.
The difference is, over the generations, we have adopted more choices. Children have learned that they have choices. So the counter to having choices is to remove choices. It's kind of that simple. Does it work initially? No, it takes time, especially if you've got a stubborn child, which I'm assuming most boys are. I don't have any girls. I don't know anything about women.
And I guess maybe because people, I don't know, maybe because people don't really like sit in classes or ever try to teach a group of kids and to see, I don't know. Diva, sometimes I get lost the words. Like
I don't know. I came in at the tail end of what y'all talking about, but I have all boys are not as active and wild, and it's not just boys. There's girls who also may need a different way of educating, right? I agree, and they still have that old style of education in the classrooms that some kids don't pick up on. Josh made a good, where he's saying, hey, take away choices. The kids do have too many choices today, but that tough love may work with some and not everybody. In other words, right? We got to figure out how our children do learn. And then from there, we have to teach it. And we may not be able to depend on the school. Once you figure out your kid learn differently, it's unfortunate, but then you gotta be responsible for teaching them in that different way, right? But this idea of making it seem like all boys can't stay still, all boys can't sit in the classroom and learn, that's ridiculous. I only have boys, and they both did well in school.
Hey, Josh, do you believe oppression is necessary?
Necessary oppression is inevitable. Necessary, I guess, doesn't really necessarily apply, right? It's just inevitable. The point of the question, though, I only offered one example, right? The point of the question was to offer like a group of options or examples onto the table. You kind of have to figure out what works. Kids don't, when the child is being birthed, right, they don't pop out with an instruction manual. You're expected to figure it out.
So what you're saying is like, if you can, as long as you can oppress somebody from doing something, you're gone, Bob.
No, you have instruction. What you mean I'm wrong?
No, I said Bond. That's not what I said. Before you try to sit there.
No, I wasn't talking.
I said my bad. Bomb. I just said my bad.
Okay.
And also we're not trying to have a conversation. And also we're not trying to have a conversation about oppression. It don't have nothing to do with the conversation whatsoever.
Don't we have instructions if we, we got rid of this bullshit about one father, the mother, the father, and the children? That's where you lost the instructions, right? It used to be where you had your family around. You had your mother, which would be the kid's grandmother, the grandfather, uncles and aunts. And so that's where the instruction comes from. But you're right. If it's just you and some people who never dealt with kids, getting kids for the first time, you don't have no instruction.
Right.
They took that away from us with this family structure.
But aren't there different, Bob? Aren't there different types of learning styles though? And if you focus on that child's learning style, you'll be able to teach them in a more effective manner.
Yes.
Everybody.
Hold on, please. So this is what Bob was talking about earlier, that you have to make it very special for your own kid. But when we talk about one teacher with a room of at least 10 students or more, the fuck, you cannot just say, hey, I'm going to teach this one kid this way and then try to get to the other 9 kids later. It doesn't work that way.
And hold on, Sharon, I'm not even suggesting that. I'm saying like if there's a teacher who specializes in auditory learning or specializes in physical learning or specializes in classroom settings, and your child specializes in the way that they need to learn it is very possible that you can have your child learn in the most effective way for them.
Oh yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
You should put your kid in special ed. If your kid is just running around like put your kid in special ed. Yeah,
that's what it should be.
Ain't that wild? Because that's definitely
in the chat, somebody say who took it from. So the nuclear family is the one that they put on us back in the 70s. They started talking about the nuclear family. Most of y'all talk about the nuclear family, right? That's a new concept.
Correct.
And it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody.
Yeah, it's also a fundamental difference between white culture and black culture. Black culture has something called extended family. I have yet to sit down, generally like obviously off YouTube, have a conversation with people and them not talking about their second, third cousins. I tell you now, my cousins could drop dead in a ditch. I don't care nothing about them. You talk to, generally, if you're talking to black people, they're talking about their extended family. To me, this is an unknown concept. There's a fundamental difference in between families.
Yeah,
well, are you saying white families don't have extended families?
Yeah, white people don't care about the extended family, but white people didn't care about their families at all. Because even doing way back when, black people was taking care of the families. They didn't care about their children. They ain't like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're right. It's a big difference.
To answer your question, Josh, by majority, no. And as best as I can tell, because I don't know when it exactly disappeared, but it appears that the last vestiges of it might have existed in the 1700s, aka the Victorian era. I don't know, like just long before I come.
Nah. Well, Josh, do you know why black people have extended families and care so much about their extended families? And even that extends not to even just blood, but we will create and call people our family and treat them as such, even though we're not blood related. Do you know why that's common? Where, you know, our mom's friends or aunts and our you know, father's friends or uncles. Do you know why that is a cultural thing?
That's
Hello?
you, Josh.
He probably don't.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Well, I'll tell you. The
Wait,
reason
I thought we
why,
wasn't in the business of educating white people. Whoa, hold up.
no,
no,
well, I
nobody's
think it's
saying that.
very important. I think it's very important to state because I mean, I'm not really sure why he's bringing that up, but you know, during slavery, Black people were separated from their actual blood family, and they were sent off to, you know, sold off to other plantations, completely separated. So they had to create their family historically. Like they had to find family and view other Black people as family because they were separated from their blood family. So it's just kind of like something that is just has been a cultural thing passed down. So we're just kind of like used to
It's in our
doing that.
DNA.
Actually, I didn't know that either. Thank you, Berber.
Of course
Shit.
you didn't.
See, I knew Diva was gonna
Yo,
jump in
That's
on it.
crazy.
Wanda.
Look, look. Diva earlier said we ain't in the business of teaching white people. Well,
And we
Berber just
also
taught
in the
me
business.
something.
We also in the business of answering super chats. God damn it.
Wanda, member for 1 month. Thank you. So I taught children with special needs. It definitely will require all of what Josh said with restrictions, but then getting the help they need.
Mm. Yeah, children ain't no joke.
But we're
Yeah.
not talking
So
about
during
special
Y'all
needs
know
slavery,
children. We
that
just talking
we
about
like
regular
done
kids.
moved over from y'all done let KT in his ramblings
Oh,
deflect
my
from us
ramblings.
talking
I ain't
about
even
the
talking like that.
video and the man who did it in black men's mental health, and now we talking about how to teach little badass boys who don't want to sit their asses down.
My bad.
Not actually helping if you want us to only focus on men or only
KT's
demonize.
what?
You're not actually helping if you want us to only
Hold
focus
on,
on
KT
men.
didn't
You're
do
going
what?
to demonize. You're not actually helping
Oh,
Yeah,
if
you
you
gotta
want us to
chop that up
only
to make that
focus on
real.
men or only
KT and
demonize.
what?
You're not actually helping if you want us to only focus on men or only
Yeah, if
focus
you
on
want to
women.
build a narrative, like you
This
said.
conversation is going to be about relationships, domestic violence, obviously homicide, femicide, and some of the leading causes or potential causes that men and women could be doing knowingly and unknowingly that's contributing to this stuff.
Knowing and unknowing.
So real quick, fellas, I wanted to ask y'all an initial question, man. And for everybody that's currently watching, like we said before, please make sure that you guys follow any of our respective platforms that you're watching us from. Of course, and then obviously send it to just 2 or 3 people, especially to the ladies and to the men that you think may need to know this. So initial question I kind of wanted to throw out to you guys is, why do you think this is happening? Why do you think this is happening?
And when you say why do we think this is happening, you're referring to the unaliving of significant others.
Yes. And again, this is obviously a issue across the board when it comes to the final results relating to femicide or specifically homicide in terms of men towards women. But it's absolutely insane when it comes to it happening to Black women. So I want to know what you guys think of why specifically this is happening.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Hold on. I would say that I can't confirm none of the things I'm about to say right now, but in my opinion, I believe that the perpetrator or the offender may be going through something that he himself cannot deal with, and of course, it's not the same across.
That's crazy. Like, this is a layup, bro. Kick that man ass. And then he also pulled up and said, according to a study by the Violence Policy Center, they found that Black women were 2.5 times more likely to be deleted by men than their white counterparts. And that 9 in 10 Black female victims knew their killers. Come on, bro. Black women are at risk, and largely by the men they know. Regular, everyday men. But yet, y'all will fight me.
It's all by design, really. It's all by design. There's more consequences for something happening to other women than to Black women. So
that's just, why do they fight me? I don't.
I mean, because no, it ain't really fighting. Sometimes it's pointing out nuance. This is the true thing, right? But wouldn't it be like most of those come from interracial relationships? Like these
wrong.
homicides of
That's
Black
not
women.
true.
That's
That's not true.
Wrong.
Hold on. Kate, this is, what is going on? What is this?
You see how they
Yeah,
lie?
Black people have a far higher possibility, Black men and Black women. You have a far higher likelihood of being killed by your partner if it is not a Black person.
Delete it.
That is fact.
That's not true.
Yeah,
It's the
delete
exact
it.
opposite. It's literally the exact opposite. Black
So if I
men
present the
delete
evidence
Black
right now in the
women at
back,
a much higher. You can, but no, you all are doing it.
no, I'm not saying it's not being done. I'm just saying, like, again,
No,
going to the stat that was
you
being
all are doing
shown.
it the most. You all are doing
No, we're
it the
not.
most.
It's crazy how he first tried to pin it as it's an interracial thing to when he wanted to increase the numbers, but now when we correct him, that is wrong. Well, it happens because we're in proximity with each other.
Right.
You what? Where did that happen?
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
Okay, what did you say? What did you say? Instead of
I
making
said
an
one
argument,
thing
what did
only.
you say?
Literally, you can prove and look it up. If you have a higher likelihood of being deleted in an interracial relationship rather than a one-to-one with Black people specifically, that's facts. So when we bring
And
up
clearly
that
you have
stat,
the
that's
study right now, right?
Put the source.
Yes.
Put the source. Put the source
I
down
got
in
you.
the back chat for me, please.
Oh my God, this is making me get allergies. Him just saying that nonsense.
Hey, how is the allergies out there?
It's
Wait, we'll talk
bad.
about it later. No, we'll talk about it later.
I was okay until he said that.
God damn. You need to go eat some spicy noodles.
Word.
KT, can I point out a couple things here? Like the problem with it, like the murder rate in the United States actually ain't that real damn high if you really boil it down, right? And really, what the study points out is because the same claim could be said within white people, right? White men would be most likely to kill white women, right? And it's because of exactly how she said, proximity, right? 90% of relationships ain't interracial, almost across the board, right? So it's clearly can't be the case that 10% of those relationships are the ones that are accounting for some large, horrible number of that, 3,000 murder rate within a year, right? It just can't be that way. And it really is people that
hold up. So hold up. You pointed out the numbers because you know it, right? You know that the study says it's 90%, right? And you're saying it's incorrect because that wouldn't be possible. Hold up, stop. But Black people do commit most of the murders, like in an overall statistic. So we can prove that the smaller number can hold up. The smaller number by facts can result in a larger majority of things in some cases. In instances, I mean, it happens.
Anything. Slap the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
Oh damn.
You got it, Diva?
Yes. What is that? Shadow the Titan Wasp, $20. Wobu Shiwani Josh.
That was actually really good.
Hot damn.
But yeah, so KT, you saying that 10% is that 9.5 times?
That's what the study shows. Like seriously, it shows that like you said, it's supposed to be quote unquote 3,000 deletions, like relationship wise. Out of those 3,000 deletions, 90% of those are like interracial relationships. That's not something
Are there any sources that you can link to the back to show us where you're getting this from?
Yeah, I was getting it. I ain't gonna lie. When he brought up the he pointed it out himself. I'm not lying though. I was trying to grab it.
Yeah, just put it in the back. You
please?
said you was gonna put it in the back. Go ahead.
Yeah, just do it.
You're not gonna be able to. I got my channel back, y'all. They restricted me. I was fighting it. They gave it back.
Oh, nice. Damn,
Yay!
Good job, Mom. We love you.
Yeah, that's
You got
crazy.
skills, girl.
Sometimes.
No, it looked like they did. You know, I just put in a. I don't even know what these songs are. One of them was DJ Khaled, though. I'm not. And the other two, I don't know. Man, it was, but.
Now, why was y'all doing that on Bob's channel? Why was y'all doing that?
Hey, hold up. Hey, if music is playing in the background, could they flash on for that?
What was the question?
Hey,
like I'm in a restaurant right now. If music is playing in the background and y'all and is able to be heard, would they flag him for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's clear, yeah. They're
clear.
All right, I got you.
But,
so the stats that I'm finding, Violence Policy Center study from 2020 found that 91% of Black female victims of homicide were homicided by a Black male.
Right.
Over half, 56% of the Black women murdered in 2020 were homicided by a current or former intimate partner.
They know that's true. That's why it's called femicide. It should be a Black man.
And you notice he ain't dropped that source in the back yet either.
So KT, what was your point now?
Most often, Black women are killed by males in the course of an argument, most commonly with a firearm. We know the demographic that like to go back and forth and argue with women.
Nah, yeah, I'm trying to make because you do pull up the.
That's why you just tell them to cite their sources instead of arguing with foolishness.
What you trying to make? I want to hear what you trying to make. What you trying to make?
Well, you know,
oh shit, Miss Sherry's here. I'm gone now. No, I know this game. She gonna beat my ass.
You know, these Black, like Obsidian is down at the bottom. He was one of the men who started these women, they date, you know, because they had women who were called divestors. And they were claiming that the divestors were getting murked or deleted by white men. And so that's when they started saying, oh, yeah. They also said that women are more violent than men. They started to say that. So some of these men who say they're not red pill, right? Even though I kept telling them what they are repeating comes from red pill areas that I've never been in the red pill area. It don't matter. You're getting your information from red pill area. You just don't know it.
Yep. Bomb. Do you remember I used to go up under another name? And I start telling y'all, these men, the way they talk, is gay.
Girl, you was right.
Women.
And that's a fact.
Real life. They come up here, they'll start an argument with Sharon. Just go back, rewind Sharon stuff. They'll start an argument with Sharon. You should be on our side. And then, as soon as a woman open her mouth, they want to argue with her. They'll call her every dusty bitch, all kind of stuff. These men are gay men. They don't know how to love a woman. They don't. They want to be the woman. Look at Jay Prince. He had a woman with a
Jay Prince caught a stray.
Yeah, he had a woman with a PhD that was willing to help him with his channel. And all he could do was dog her out. Y'all better figure this shit out. Y'all slow as fuck. And I'm a drunk. I drink. And y'all mean to tell me I can see shit?
Hey, Sherry, do you believe I should start drinking?
Oh, no, I believe that I ain't even go there because I've been.
Right, you hear Sherry? She says she a drunk and I can still see straight.
I can still see this shit.
You can't make this
Are
shit
y'all crazy? Huh? Man, y'all listen to a man that call himself a millionaire. What millionaire rate doctor statements? Fake doctor statements. Are y'all serious up here? I bet.
That's a reference to Anton, right?
Sharon, what's up?
No,
How you
it's
doing
a
today?
reference to whatever the hell I said it was a reference to.
We didn't
So,
understand. I didn't understand.
I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna jump back into the video. Oh my god, y'all crazy.
Yeah, I am.
I think the one in Tanzania, that might have been that heat of passion / hey, I'm about to leave you and take all your money / whatever.
Well, how am I gonna take his money?
It's really hard
when I make the money. I make the money.
Shut your ass up.
Okay. I will.
A paintbrush. But I think these men are just getting so aggravated, so angry and so upset. And there's nothing else they can do. There's nobody they can go to. There's nobody they can talk to. And ironically, you would often see them unalive themselves. Nobody's really talking about that though.
They got YouTube.
They skip over that. That report is buried under some filing cabinet. But when it comes to laying hands on somebody else, that's when it's alarm. So it's
like don't they understand once you start harming other people, that is a problem?
Definitely.
Like when you harm yourself, yes, that's a problem. Y'all commuter, y'all know how to mute her.
Y'all go mute me. I'm auntie.
Who can mute her? I can't mute her.
With the money, y'all know what he mean. But
Bob, you gonna make him drop me?
I didn't drop you. I'm not. It's not my channel, Sherry. You got to slow down on that. Gasoline. That diesel that you be drinking over there. You got to stop.
On the alcohol. I love you, Bob.
Love you too, Sherry, baby.
Quick.
But the video was playing. You was talking to the people who can't answer you back. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. You know I've been drinking.
Watermelon. You surfboarding over there? Where your hubby at?
He out there working.
Oh, okay. So you're not surfboarding right now. It's okay.
He working. You know, we hang drywall. We do roofing. We do.
Do you surfboard? You still be surfboarding? Sure. I mean,
I don't know what I'm sorry. See, now I think you trying to be funny, you little bitch.
No, I'm asking. Oh, I'm a little bitch now. Damn. Okay, I was just asking a question. I wanted to know if you surfboarded, baby. That's all I was asking. Do you know? So you ain't been surfboarding, huh? Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what it is.
So how you know you're not doing it?
Well, what is surfboard? Let
You the one
me.
who brought up the song. You the one who said, I've been drinking. I've been drinking. You didn't know what you were talking about?
I agree, but on surfboard.
Surfboard.
Maybe that's why you drink. Maybe you should surfboard and you won't drink so much.
This shut up talking to me.
You get on top of your husband and surfboard, okay? You get on top of him and surfboard. You serve that.
Oh, will you rock back and forth?
You know,
rock back and forth. Surfboarding, baby. Surfboarding, baby.
Rock with the waves, baby.
These things get harder and right.
Can I say something right quick?
Oh, Lord, who let Jalen up here?
I don't know.
Lord.
Yo, can I say something?
You know who did it.
Hey, Jamie, you fucking.
Man, Sherry, shut up, man. I'm not talking to you.
Okay, stand your virgin ass. A 30-year-old virgin is
no. Jalen be surfboarding too. Jalen be surfboarding. Let's get that real clear.
Mm-hmm. Well, I ain't surfboarding if Jalen surfboard.
So what? Man, shut up.
He be on top of his mattress. His mattress had called the police on him 7 times.
Oh my God.
What for assault? For assault?
Oil and lotion. That's
Bro,
what
I'm
it's.
gonna stay on topic, Sharon.
Go ahead, Jalen. Go ahead, Jalen. Stay on topic. Go ahead.
You know something, man. You know how black women get men hurt in the black community. I seen all the stories about it. How women set up men to get robbed and murdered.
Oh Lord.
How they do
the
it,
truth.
That's that red pill talk.
God damn.
I just can't.
That's telling the truth.
No, it's not no truth in that, Jalen. Uh-oh, you ended it? God damn. Look what they done done. Bye, y'all.
Give him 4 hours today, dude. I can't anymore.
I ain't mad at that.
Oh shit, that was crazy. I don't know what's going on with these brothers, but you got any final words for them, Diva?
Bye, y'all.
Nothing wrong with being. Let me